Anshka.
Now we're live.
That's crazy, man.
Now I have to share it, you said?
No, you don't have to.
Okay. Because I wasn't going to my wall?
I mean, yeah, it'll pop up. But I just gotta wait for it to go, you know? Like,
We talking walls.
Oh, wow. Good
there it is.
segue.
Boom, I found it.
Jeez.
Get that share on.
All right, I'm
Speaking of walls. Jesus God. Let's let it. It'll come in here. We'll see who's
I shared it and I'm in the chat.
That's Caleb. That doesn't count.
I've got an open wall policy, actually.
But there is a wall.
There is a wall. Oh, yeah,
A wall to
start
my-
with a wall.
a wall
You
to
have
my heart.
start.
Once my walls come up, they don't come down. You don't deserve me at my best.
Oh my
Dude,
god.
it's taken a bit. This might be the worst stream ever. If we don't get 30,000, please don't be upset.
We'll probably get.
I'm just glad you guys are
probably
here.
won't get any views.
It's nice to be here.
Everyone hates us now.
If we get
What's
one
that?
view,
We have
if
two.
we made the
That's a
difference in
little
one person's
slow.
life,
Yeah, isn't that? I think Jesus said that or something. Jesus said if you make a man fish, he'll be dirty. But if you teach a man, he'll bring it to his mom. Or it's not right. Okay, well, we're gonna just
Exceptionally
perform for one person, and I'm fine with that.
That's-
So,
that's
anyways,
fair.
I know him as Jesus. So we're close.
Anyways, before we begin, I want to direct everybody's attention to the fabulous piece of art that I now have on this wall. This is the Tasteful Cleavage wall. We have one submission. This is actually submitted to us by a fan with her consent.
Oh,
Yeah, it wasn't like I found this in my archives and was like, I'm gonna put this shit up. This was actually submitted to us by a fan who wanted this. I joked around and said, well, we're gonna have a Tasteful Cleavage wall. So I wonder why we're not getting any more.
start.
It's bothered me.
Oh, no.
Any more cleavage?
And yeah, and so now there's one pair on here. There will be another for sure, at least one more. And anybody else that wants to send us their cleavage in like this capacity will be featured on the wall. Your name will be left out of it. That is a real person. I know who that's from. And yeah, it's just a great way to get noticed if you're a girl.
You can sign it if you want, right? If you're into that.
Someday when I'm famous, I'm gonna sign that and auction it off as my piece of art. I'm not gonna credit the person they belong to.
Sure.
It's just gonna be me. It's gonna be about me. Anyways, so we're here with Trevor and Travis, and you guys make up what is called the Northsoul duo. Is that what it's called?
Northsoul.
Yeah.
Northsoul will do.
Northsoul, just Northsoul,
Northsoul.
just the
One
group.
word.
It's just you two then.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So
I met you in 2009. It was either 2009 or 10 when I was at UW Fondy for like 6 months, and we were in a public speaking class
Richard
with
Gustin.
one of the with Richard Gustin. It was one of the best classes I ever had. Did you go to UW Fondy? No. He was the drama professor. That was drama director.
Yeah,
He
theater.
directed plays, and it was the first day he had us screaming at each other on a stage just to like loosen us up and everything. And it's kind of embarrassing. Yeah, we karate kick each other, karate chop each other, do like really dramatic lines and activities, and like that was all we did for like the first 3 hours of the first day. And then I remember,
His classes.
what's that?
Which he does with all his classes.
Yeah, I only had it for one
Same
though.
First day.
But I think what I remember you mostly from is the public muffins.
Mhm.
I remember seeing you guys at community church. I don't know what year it was. It might have been 09, 08, maybe as early back as 08, because I remember seeing Tangled and Clockwork like a long, long time ago. I saw their last show too. And then I remember Public Muffins was there. And I'm pretty sure I went up to you like a year ago. And I'm like, you don't remember me, but I remember you from like Public Muffins in school. You're like, oh yeah. And just 2 weeks ago, you came up to me at the bar and you're like, I want to come on.
Yeah.
And I'm so glad that you weren't bullshitting, because I have so many people like, I want to come on. And they say it when they're a little intoxicated.
Sure.
But as soon as like I reminded you, I knew it was for real and you were actually going to come on. So I appreciate that. So
Absolutely, yeah.
why don't you just tell us about what you guys do for your like, is it a band? Can I say a band or a duo or
Yeah.
music? Yeah.
Yeah. We're a group, yeah. Performance group right now, I guess, performing. Could be recording soon, so I guess that would be a change in title.
Have you guys recorded before? Like, have you put anything out? Or
Not professionally.
Yeah.
We haven't like gone
Really.
into a studio and had stuff done and like released it as a track. Nothing like that.
Mm-hmm.
okay.
Minor stuff.
At this point, we're kind of arranging things for the future. Like we're writing a lot and getting things kind of hammered out and like kind of creating the kind of sound that we want.
Just getting it all nailed down.
Yeah, as it is, we're Northsoul is just us two dudes performing some folk, acoustic music, I guess.
Have you guys performed like around Fondy? Like,
Yeah, that's
like at
Yeah.
festivals and stuff?
We haven't gotten into festivals yet, but we're kind of on the verge of that.
Or like farmers markets or whatever. You know,
Yeah.
just
Yeah.
stuff like that.
Yeah,
Like,
that's kind of how we really started. Really started going because we were playing at farmers markets. Like, I don't know, every couple weeks we'd be at some farmers market.
Mhm.
Generally, Fond du Lac farmers market.
that's coming up soon. That season or whatever again. That like not harvest, but like it goes like all summer. They close off Main Street like every couple of days or weeks or something, and there'll be all kinds of stuff up for sale, like small business stuff. And usually I do hear music, and it's always like a couple of little acts up and on the street. So that's what you guys would do.
Yeah, absolutely. And yeah, I mean, you start as early as the asparagus pops in the spring. So
That's when asparagus
Is
comes
that the
out.
expression that they use?
it's one of the early festivals. I don't think it's a really.
I didn't know
I just
that.
made it up. I don't know.
Oh, you just made. Oh,
I guess yeah. That's the coming of spring when the
Which one is-
asparagus pops.
When the gust
Yeah.
pops.
Sounds like a nice song
When the
title.
gust pops.
asparagus pops. Yeah, I was gonna say when the asparagus pops. It sounds like an early Zeppelin song, or something. Or yeah, something that they would put on there.
It's a seaside.
A seaside, yeah. It's way back there.
Got left on the cutting floor.
Yeah.
Grimy branches howling. When the asparagus.
Are you guys listening to Greta Van
Oh
Fleet
my
or whatever?
god!
I've heard the.
What?
It's-
Yeah,
That got a
it's
reaction out of you.
it's-
Shit.
It's so. It's like literally Led Zeppelin.
Is it? I haven't
it's
listened
as-
to anything that they
It's
put
as
out.
if-
classic rock.
So do you
I
guys
mean,
think it's like a ripoff, or
like-
do you kind of do you like it? Like, is it them like ripping it off, or is it them being a
it's
cool
like-
I
tribute?
give them credit.
Like, so
I-
you're on the
Yeah.
side of them. Like, I personally, I'm on the side. Like, yeah, that's cool.
I
They're
think
like
they're doing
they're
something
respecting them.
creative.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's like clearly inspired, and it's like to the point where it's almost weirdly accurate.
Because like how close it is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But at the
nailed it.
same time, they're doing a lot of creative stuff, which is really cool.
For sure.
Like they're writing their own music. It's not like they're like.
Oh yeah,
a tribute band.
absolutely, yeah.
And I'd wonder who like the production team is too. 'cause
I've just seen some people that like kind of shit on them because like they're like, oh, they're just copying. They like just copied their whole aesthetic and their sound.
Find
Like,
your own sound.
well,
sound,
like
yeah.
they're kind of just like a lot of bands make it like, oh, this is our '80s album, or like we wanted to sound like Metallica on this album. Like, why can't they just want to be like Led Zeppelin, man? I mean, Wolf Mother did it too. Like,
I remember Wolf Mother. They were fun. They're gone, I think, aren't they?
Wolf Mother, yeah.
Remember them?
Was that with Dave Grohl and the drums?
I don't-
no, they're an Australian like 3-piece.
Wolf Mother.
They did Woman from like Guitar Hero 2 and
Joker and the Thief.
yeah, Joker and the Thief from like Rock Band
Um,
and shit.
And then
Oh yeah.
they did another one. I can't remember, but I remember it was on MySpace. Yeah.
Still a great music platform.
Dude, yeah. There's
some-
MySpace bands still going.
Yeah.
Dude, Hollywood Undead, The Fray,
I mean,
there's another
the
one.
majority of
They're
bands that
MySpace
from our
Which
time.
MySpace
I'm pretty sure
bands,
Justin
yeah.
Timberlake bought.
Justin Timberlake bought it, and then he tried to reboot it, and it went completely belly up.
MySpace?
Yeah.
Justin Timberlake bought it.
He bought, well, it was
Isn't that
worth
why-
like zero money.
Isn't that why it got so fucked up?
I don't think he
emptied
fucked it
his
up. I think
pocket change.
Or he
Well,
bought it after
I'll
they
take
fucked it
MySpace.
up?
Yeah, he is gonna say he didn't spend any money on it, but like he bought it and then he tried to revitalize it.
He
as,
should have
like, a
just took
music
it back to the
platform.
old like 2008 code.
Yeah.
Oh, dude.
That's what he should have done.
Would have won it. Yeah.
Yeah.
I remember learning code for that, so I could make my own backgrounds and shit. They were terrible.
impressive.
They were terrible. No, I did basic shit. It wasn't, but I was like that motivated because I wanted to look cool.
Oh.
Had chicks on my top 8. Remember top 8 spaces?
Oh yeah.
And like you could move it to like 16 or 32, so no one would get jealous. But like you had that 8, and you put that girl in that 8. She's like,
It
it didn't help me. What's it?
Like you like all my posts, everything.
I don't even think you could like posts. I think you just like comment. That was it. Remember, girls would send you something that said PC for PC, which stood for picture comment back then, not politically correct.
Yep.
I was
pick
just
for pick.
getting interested in American Sign Language. I was like, that'd be cool to learn. And I'm looking it up, and it was like ASL, not age, sex, location. You know?
Oh,
No, I
yeah.
want to know.
I don't even remember. I didn't even know that that's what ASL stood for.
Mhm.
Age, sex, location.
When you
Mhm.
chat rooming it up.
Oh,
Omegle
back when you didn't know.
Chat
yeah.
roulette.
Old MSN.
I remember doing
Chat roulette,
chat
holy
roulette
shit.
and Omegle, yeah. It's just the amount of dicks.
So many dicks.
Dude, and then like you'd find like, dude, me and my friends found these two girls, and they were just snorting coke and sucking on each other's tits.
Nice.
Wow, that's the jackpot.
It was one fucking time. One time, me and my friends are just and like, oh, and like it was like for like a full hour we were talking to them, and like we were just sitting there, we're not doing anything, we were just talking, and they were just really getting into it, and they were like smoking too, and I'm like,
Nowadays, like they would do that where thousands of people could watch them and get
Yeah, they could get paid for
get
that.
paid for that.
well, now yeah, but now it's
Instead, they're just like doing that for your entertainment at the time.
yeah.
God bless them.
They were they were now every video is they're like, I've seen so many that they're just sitting there topless and they're just typing, and then all of a sudden you'll hear ding, and they're like, thank you so much, and they'll say the screen name because they donated like $5 or some shit.
Yeah.
And I like couldn't figure it out. I'm like, I'm not gonna donate it, but let me just see how I can do it, just let me see. And it's just like you just keep hitting the button over and over. They don't do anything.
Oh.
They just sit there topless typing. It's like they're playing the fucking Sims the whole time.
Yeah.
And they're just getting
They probably
paid
just,
for
They
it.
probably just put themselves typing on a loop.
So it's like a 5-minute loop of them where they're off in like pajamas just
Yeah.
watching like Aladdin or some shit.
Yeah.
We brought up Aladdin last time. We shouldn't bring up Aladdin.
Oh, that weird looking
They're doing,
that weird
they're
looking
doing
Will
the live action.
Yeah, I didn't see the trailer, but we brought up the picture of Will Smith as the genie. Apparently that's getting a lot of hate. I don't know why.
He got memed.
Why is it getting hate though? It looks
Because it like looked weird. Apparently, I don't know.
Yeah.
But like he's a genie,
Kinda
so he
weird.
should look weird.
Yeah, it's
He
a
should
fucking-
look normal with Will Smith.
Relative to
Right.
the genie you know and love.
yeah. Isn't a genie like a god or like a small god
Yeah.
or something?
Well, yeah. He's like
So why the hell
a djinn?
does anyone give a fuck?
Because people like to complain.
Well, why are they upset? Should it look like if they're upset is what I'm trying to
I
get
think
at.
it's because like they kept him too human looking. Honestly.
I think I'd have to agree. It looks a
Like-
little bit too much like Will Smith.
Yeah, like it's just Will Smith's top on like a weird
It's
animated
some
bottom.
CGI.
Yeah, like so he was just kind of floating. He's like,
His face is like a little wider.
yeah,
Just
like
a
he looks
little, like-
affected by the CG. Or like the blue is making him look wider or something.
I didn't see the trailer. Would we get in trouble if we watched it? on
Yeah.
here? Oh,
Nope,
really?
Not bringing that shit up.
Okay. Well, I've seen the picture and it just didn't bother me.
Well,
Also, I've
I mean,
never seen
if
the
it-
original.
I
so.
didn't. I mean, it didn't really bother me. It just looked weird. I'm like, oh, well, I can't wait to see it in actual context, not just like a 5-second clip of it. Like it's like one quick shot of it. You can't really make a full judgment based on that, but the internet loves to do that.
Yeah, it's like literally 2
Good
seconds.
on you
Yeah,
guys for
yeah.
not being easily bothered.
Well, it didn't bother me because what I'm seeing it as is like, okay, we're at least getting this. I think it's kind of cool. Like, you're
I
gonna
think the rest of the
ruin
movie.
it.
I do think the rest of the movie looks shit, though. Honestly,
Oh.
like
Well,
I don't know. It looks way too shiny. Like it's a Disney movie. I get it, but like, man, it just doesn't look that good.
Well,
like it looks like everything looks like it's
Sorry.
on a soundstage, which it was shot on. But like, I want it to not look like that.
Well,
You know what I mean?
the big thing is people like to say, "Oh, you're gonna ruin the original." It's like, no, you're not.
You still
You're
always have the
You will
original.
always have the original piece. You will
Yeah.
have the original art, and if this fucks up, you'll be like, "Oh shit, we tried. Whoops. Let's move on." And in 10 years, we'll try again.
Yeah. When it's out of the vault again.
Yeah, we were talking about how like that was like 2 or 3 podcasts ago with Ryan.
Oh yeah.
How like they have like Disney. Then now they have like the Diamond series, where it's like the out of the vault for now. You never know, and it's going back away.
What is that?
Disney's the master.
The
of,
Vault?
marketing.
Yeah, what does that mean?
Well, it's okay. So think of all the Disney movies that have ever come out. You can't all have them on the shelf at once. So what they found is what they like to do is like maybe they'll put Bambi on the shelf for like 4 months, and then as soon as like it's been
It's
on
like the
shelf,
diamond edition.
Yeah,
They'll
it's
have,
like a special
yeah.
edition.
all the collectors.
and
Yeah.
they'll rip it back, and then
But yeah,
it won't
then-
be on any shelves for like a
Yeah,
year.
you won't be able to get it at all.
And then it'll come out of the vault. But I remember as kids, they're like, it's going to the vault forever.
Yeah.
This is the last chance you'll ever have to have the opportunity to own this film. And like 2 months out, 2 months later, it'll be out again with like the super duper deluxe diamond blue platinum pearl edition. And yeah, it's just a
Holographic.
Pokemon game. Yeah, I
Well,
was gonna say it's just Pokemon now.
The big thing with that now is like with Disney's streaming service coming out at the end of the year, like you're just gonna have access to all that.
It's the
you
end
know,
of the year.
like yeah, it's supposed to come out at the end of the year. It's
So like a
do you guys like
Netflix-
Star Wars at all? Interested in that? I just saw on Twitter today the guy who voiced Obi-Wan Kenobi on some of the animated shows just said that an Obi-Wan show is confirmed for the series, like a live. I don't know. I think it's gonna be a live action show is gonna be confirmed for the Disney streaming
series
service.
show.
I didn't see if it was gonna be live action or not,
Is
but
the
yeah.
Boba Fett movie
Yeah.
still going?
No, that's fucked.
Fuck me. That's the only one thing that I actually cared about.
Boba does not need a movie. He needs to remain mysterious.
There's a rumor that
Actor.
I agree. There's gonna be a rumor that they were gonna do a heist movie with him, and he's gonna team up with a bunch of bounty hunters.
Well, I'm
and
sure he
pull
was
off
gonna.
a-
He was probably gonna be in the Solo
like a
sequel
heist
until
in
people shit on
Coruscant.
that movie for no reason. Like
Oh, Solo was gonna get a sequel.
it was supposed to get like 2 more movies. They set it. You saw the movie. They set it up for sequels in it.
Yeah.
They should.
Amelia, I don't like Amelia Clarke, dude.
She's
She's
good.
fine in Game of Thrones, but I don't like her in anything
Her
else.
character was great.
Is it okay if I don't finish that?
Please, yeah, no pressure.
You can have it if you
Big
want.
deal.
I mean, it's just not my flavor.
We'll go
I'm
hard in
sorry.
the paint.
Yeah, dude. You guys go.
And the
as-
Flartini.
You guys can be as hard as you want.
They got other things that I'm sure your flavor would suit at Bernie's pub there.
I don't know what it is. It's not agreeing with me. I had a decent amount of it. Maybe I'll sip on it yet, but like, it just ain't my thing.
Mhm.
I appreciate you bringing it. Don't get me wrong. I just,
Okay, abso-fruitly. Although
God damn it,
Mitch is over here not eating fruit.
huh?
You had, who were you talking to? One of you. Zakota. Talking to Zakota.
Sakota?
Yeah.
Oh, was I saying something about like
Said you
how I
don't.
haven't eaten fruit in like 10 years or some
Yeah.
shit?
What?
Yeah, that's true. I don't eat fruit. Well, I don't have.
Ever
I haven't
heard
had
of
vegetables
scurvy?
either. What's that?
Ever heard of scurvy?
What's that?
It's the disease you get when you don't eat fruit.
Yep.
Because
Oh, God, it's
you lack
disease.
vitamin C.
Yeah, that's what the pirates used to get.
This is mellow yellow, so this is a lemon
Scurvy
so
coming out.
like,
There you go. That's how you.
Well, there's no C in that.
it's got lemons in it. Those mellow yellow. It says melon in the title. Melatonin.
Quite right.
Can you look up what scurvy is for me, please?
I will absolutely
So I
do
can
that.
learn.
I know that that's what pirates used to get. Or maybe not pirates
Apparently
specifically,
dogs.
I thought it
Dogs?
was.
They're like scurvy dog. I don't know.
Yeah, scurvy.
but oh,
dog.
that's yeah.
Yeah,
It's a
you're
huge
right.
epidemic amongst
You want to see what it looks
canines.
like?
Oh, well, yeah. Let's learn. Is it gonna cut the sound out again when we bring it up?
No.
Okay.
It shouldn't. I'll make sure it doesn't
I
first.
totally forgot about this. Oh, it's okay. At least you're in here now, bud.
Oh man.
I'll
Let's
just
see.
Give that a look.
I don't want to bring any of these up.
Well, don't bring up any dicks or anything.
I'm sad that I looked at this. It's a
Scurvy-
lot of it's a
scurvy
lot of
only
really
affects
it's a lot of really
penises.
messed up teeth and
Oh, that's not good. My teeth are fine though.
yeah.
As far as I
Oh,
know.
yeah, I'm not bringing that up. That's
What's
just
what's your routine?
yuck.
My routine for what?
It's a brush floss and
Oh.
then
I brush twice a day.
mouthwash.
Yeah.
Are
Mouthwash.
you a floss and mouthwash guy? Is that part of your routine? No.
I hope I don't turn any women off when I say I
Let's
don't.
just say
No,
it doesn't look great.
Brushing twice
I'll use
is a
mouthwash.
great start.
Yeah.
In the morning and the night?
Yeah. Well, I mean, my morning is like 5 p.m., but then I do it when I get up, and then I do it when I go to bed. And then sometimes I'll do it in the middle of the day after I eat. 'Cause it just sits on there.
Mhm.
Yeah. 3 times?
Wow.
Yeah. It's not often though.
Is it the full 2?
Dentists hate him.
Dentists hate, yeah, well, I'd have to go to the dentist to have that people hate me, so. Are we gonna bring that up or no?
No, I'm not bringing it up.
Okay.
It's gross.
Well, can I at least read about it?
Guys only.
It's no.
Fine. Scurvy.
You want symptoms, dude? I'll read.
Fine.
some
Read the
symptoms for you.
symptoms, yeah.
And then solutions for people. You know? So
Eat your
for those of
fucking
you out there.
fruit. Yeah, just eat up and eat. Just dig into an orange, rind and all.
It's scurvy is the name for vitamin C deficiency. It can lead to anemia, debility, exhaustion, spontaneous bleeding, pain in the limbs, and especially the legs, swelling in some parts of the body, and sometimes ulceration of the gums and loss of teeth. So,
But
get your vitamin C, kids.
But fruit has sugar that will rot your teeth. So
Fruit has natural sugar, not fucking
Leave it
white
sitting
sugar that
there.
is put in everything.
Mhm.
Yeah, exactly. White death. You're just drinking it right now.
white death. And speaking of white death, let's talk about the wall. Oh, thank you.
Segues. Segues.
I don't
So-
care. I don't
So
care.
I want to watch myself make this 3 right here.
You understand?
But anyways, the wall, whatever. We're talking about the wall coming in.
I
wall.
haven't listened to it yet. You know, front to back.
The wall.
And neither have I, actually. I've never, and I haven't done the thing where you like sync it up.
That's a national emergency, really.
What thing?
That you haven't listened to
There.
Pink Floyd's The Wall.
Yes.
I haven't
Let me
either.
sit down.
I've listened, or no, I have listened to. I have listened to it. I watched the video or like the movie.
Oh, sure.
Or is
I
it-
guess I have one. So
I watched the,
That's the full
video,
album.
but I wasn't sober when I watched it either. But like, I probably should be. Like, to experience it sober and then later on you can experience it. You might as well just crumple it up.
number 3, Kobe.
Yeah, if you can make it in that garbage, I'll be surprised. Jordan.
Oh,
Yeah, more like Shaq. It's okay. That's where it belongs anyway. Once we get this room emptied out, when we go into the studio, I'm gonna vacuum it. I don't know what I'm gonna do with this room though. A second game room.
Like I said, just get a roommate.
You guys live here together?
No, I live in
I live by
Fond
myself. It's a little expensive, but I dig it. Dude,
You-
dig in. Dig
you
the
had-
fuck in. Get some scurvy on you, boy.
You had a roommate, right?
I did. I had a girlfriend,
She
and
she
she's
brought you
gone.
to Elmira, right?
Yep, and she's gone.
I'll split one.
There are 2. 2 for me, none for you. Yeah, and she's no, okay, 2. Thank you. I'll have one later. Yeah, and then she split, and then so it's like I'm paying for everything myself, and it's a little expensive, but like I have never not had a problem I've never had a problem like I buy anything I want, I pay my bills, and I kind of do whatever I want with like traveling or whatever. So
When I was at Quad, there was like the assumption that this was for the seasonal laborers, all these apartments.
I think at one time they were known as the Quad Apartments, and then I think they got bought out, and now they're just called the Lithostone. I mean, there's something called Printers Row right there, which is
Sure.
the printer. Like, I'm assuming that's what it's from. But then, yeah, it's like rent's like they just bumped me up to like $800. So like I get water though. That's kind of nice.
Mm-hmm.
Just
Yeah.
take like hour-long showers.
Yeah, dude. I don't do that
I
long,
just
but
like
like
the sound of water running.
You know, this morning.
oh, water, like trickles or like a faucet. Because there's different
I just
water
like
sounds.
I just like the sound of my shower running 24/7.
Oh, you're joking. I thought you were like talking about like ASMR or something.
But also just like a softly dripping, like not quite dripping, but like just beyond that, like trickling. That's nice.
Mm.
Like a faucet when you want to not freeze overnight.
Yeah, yep, that or like a babbling brook.
I had a
Ooh,
professor-
Yeah, like a natural, like a backyard stream or something.
Mhm.
My friends live right next to it, and like as soon as you walk out, if you're super quiet and there's not a lot of wind, you can just barely hear it. It's pretty nice.
I had a professor argue that was music, and I very strongly disagree.
Nature?
Babbling brooks, pleasant sounds. You know, he was claiming that that's a form of music, and it's not. It's a pleasant sound. But, you know,
I'd agree.
It's no like set melody or anything. Yeah.
Right.
You would
Even though
say
they,
it's not.
they
music?
could be notes, but they're not anything.
What was his foundation for his stance?
he seemed to be under the like he was saying that anything like noise that was pleasing equals music, and I just don't think that's true. Like,
Do you think
music
that
isn't noise? It's not.
Okay, because so you're saying like music has to be arranged.
Yeah, I guess.
To a point.
In my
Okay.
definition, and I've spent a lot of time thinking about it, I think music is organized sound.
Yeah,
So, like-
yeah. Arranged or whatever.
It's like it doesn't have
Yeah,
to sound good,
It follows some
But if
sort of
it's-
structure, though.
Yeah, something.
Yeah,
Even if it's a random structure.
Yeah, like some sort of loose, like some sort of rule.
Like,
Yeah.
you know John Cage? Have you ever heard of him?
Yeah.
Sure.
He's a composer that just does random
And he had
things. He like hits a
Three-
bicycle with a
334 or
drumstick.
something.
Yeah, and he has a song 4 minutes and 33 seconds that's literally silence.
Mm.
It's just rest. Like, it's a piece of music that's printed on paper, and it's just rests throughout the entire thing. It even has a tempo.
Yeah.
And like certain orchestras
Oh,
every
boy.
once in a while will perform it, and like the director will get up there and like pretend to like not really pretend because he's starting the piece,
Counting it out, yeah.
but yeah, he'll come out and they'll like
He'll
start it,
Count it like
Mhm.
that. Yeah.
and they'll perform the piece, but there's no notes.
Yeah.
There's nothing.
They'll turn the pages like.
Yeah,
they're
you'll
following
turn the
along.
pages. Yep.
Huh.
And
Because it's still counting.
Mhm.
Yeah.
It lasts for 4 minutes and 33 seconds. The concept behind that is that the audience is the musician.
And he
Oh.
coughs. And he like coughs.
I mean, like everybody
Like whatever,
there is part of the performance.
like the din or whatever that ends up
Mhm.
happening or
Yep,
whatever. Yeah.
everything.
Interesting.
Coughing, like shuffling feet.
And
Paper.
again, like that could probably be considered music because it's still organized and
Mhm.
lack of sound. Like it's the organization is the man's touch, the human touch
Mm-hmm.
on that.
That's really interesting. That sounds like something Tool would do.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's
like some experimental thing. Like it sounds cool. And I think I'd rather be there to listen to it. You
I've
know.
only seen Pucifer live, but yeah, was it Maynard? He's definitely a character.
Maynard is in Pucifer or Pucifer. I say Pucifer, so I think it's funnier, but like Perfect Circle also, yeah. I passed up a chance to go see Tool.
What?
Yeah. What? I got invited to go to their show in Chicago,
Mhm.
and I said no because I think it's like the only band that I want to see out of like 2 whole days of bands. One band, I'm like, I
Oh,
don't
sure.
know.
Yeah. there
And it's not a money thing. It's just like I would rather just
Yeah.
all the way to Chicago, Tool for 20 minutes,
Mhm.
and then you're done.
You really think Tool's only playing 20 minutes?
Organized.
There's like
by-
9 bands that day,
What
but
bands
probably
to
not
see?
20 minutes, but like,
20 songs, maybe.
dude. But I'd hear Enema and I'd be like, all right, well, bored. I'm a Tool fan, but like Enema's like my favorite. Are you guys Tool fans or whatever?
No, but I like enemas.
Excuse me. We just lost all our
Flip
viewers.
the script.
I haven't really delved in.
They're fun. Like I think they're fun, especially their early stuff's way more like just wacky. But like their newish stuff, like I have one of their oldest CDs and one of their newest CDs, and like the difference is he's definitely full of himself, but I think he has to be like Maynard or whatever.
Mhm.
Like he's so I've heard him in interviews. He's like, yeah, I bring my dog on the plane. I don't care if no one likes it. Fuck everybody else.
He's
Like-
not even the companion animal or whatever they call him.
No, he's like, he's like, I bring my dog everywhere, and if it's like you touch him, I'll fucking kill you. And like, well, what about everybody else? Fuck everybody else. It's about me, and he means it too. It's
And,
kind of
and if he wasn't famous, he'd just be crazy, and they'd probably still allow it.
yeah.
He'd just find a way to get away with it.
Yeah.
So how long have you guys like each been doing music, like in your own lives? Like when was the first time you picked up an instrument?
Forever. I mean, I think we're both kind of surrounded. There's some classic VHS tapes back when like you had the recorder on your shoulder, and there was like
Yeah.
a full VHS in this thing.
Yeah,
There's definitely some of those like with as kids.
both of you in the same. How long have you
No.
guys known each other for?
Well, we originally met in 6th grade at Tyson in middle school. We had a couple classes together.
Which we were both in orchestra, so I
Yeah.
think we've probably passed each other since 4th or 5th grade.
Yeah, probably so. We
Yeah.
played in those big,
Group orchestras.
yeah,
But
big ones
sixth-
when they put them together.
since like 6th grade in different outfits.
And I don't remember if it was 6th grade or later. It might have been 7th grade when we got together. We started like a band, like a real band.
Yeah.
And it was essentially just a Red Hot Chili Peppers cover band.
I'd see
which is pretty cool at the time.
There was some cream and fish and doors in there.
Did we play Cream?
Yeah, we played White Room.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Boom, boom. Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, somebody couldn't handle the 5/4 section.
Cream is that song that goes da na 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 na.
Early Eric
Clapton. Yeah, they always play that when people get high in movies.
Classic.
They play that in Goodfellas when De
like How
Niro's
You
thinking
Know.
about killing people. Yeah, what's this?
His
Public
name's
Muffins. Dude, you got a fan.
Yeah, speaking of public
The glory
muffins,
days.
Yeah.
I don't know if
McKenna
you
Bell,
know this.
recognizing the Public Muffins.
I don't know.
There you go.
McKenna, hey.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Speaking of public muffins, I don't know if you knew this, but I was also in the public muffins.
Yep.
In the back.
What were
The
you?
expert
the
bass player.
I was a bass player, yeah.
I mean, I just remember you running around on stage.
And
That's
granted,
like,
I wouldn't remember myself if I saw the
was-
public muffins.
Yeah, that was frontman days.
Mhm.
I didn't have anything to do. But
God, I
still.
wish I could enjoy this. I'm sorry. I can't do it, dude. I'm sorry to interrupt, but
No.
yeah, I mean, I respect the bass player because, like, yeah, you don't get too much attention. Yeah, kind of chill in
That's
the
just
back
like a
by the
role
drummer.
you've got-
But he kind of like
live
makes
with.
the whole band actually sound right.
Oh yeah, I
Really
mean,
does,
I know a band. I won't say it because one of the people was on here, but he told me, he goes, yeah, sometimes we just play without a bass player. I'm like, how?
Yeah. There's no way.
Doesn't this sound really weak?
Mm-hmm.
Like, there's no fullness to it. It's just buzzing.
I'll do solo shows without Trav sometimes, and it's not the same.
And then I'll do solo shows where it's just solo bass and never goes well. Never. It's just solo bass and harmony.
There's
Retards.
in the lead melody. Yeah.
what up, fellas? See, you made it on the podcast right on. Yeah, this is how you know you've really made it. Like this platform. Oh, I was always gonna shout this during the intro. #1 uncensored podcast in Lamira and Fond du Lac.
Uncensored?
Probably the only.
Can I show my
We're very
wang
uncensored.
in here?
No.
That's, I guess, okay.
It's
We're
gonna
not
be
truly
a no from me,
uncensored.
dog.
Alright. But I can swear.
Do you look like white Randy Jackson?
I can't tell if that's a compliment or a diss.
It's a statement. How about that? It's
Yeah.
not a diss. Why would I ever disrespect you?
Have you
I've
guys-
never made fun of you.
That's
You
true.
guys seen Garth Brooks' first Facebook video?
No.
Isn't it really weird?
Mm.
Like super really weird, isn't it? Will we get yanked if we play that?
Yeah, I'm not playing any of that stuff.
No,
Son of a
That's
bitch.
copyrighted.
But
It's not happening.
that was
It's a no for
mentioned.
me. But I heard it's really awkward and weird. Is it true? Some comedian I follow named Tom Segura, he makes fun of him a lot, and he's like, dude, Garth Brooks is so fucking weird
That's
now.
one of my favorite comedians, for sure.
Segura?
Mhm.
I think either I was gonna go see him.
I haven't seen him live. Let's go. Next
Yeah.
time he's around.
Let's fucking Google it right now, bitch.
I'm totally in.
Either he just went through or he's going to. I was looking up Tropic Thunder for some reason.
I think he's pretty active.
He's hilarious.
Remember who that is.
And for some reason,
Surprisingly,
it's not working.
Not as controversial as like other comedians, you know.
He had that bit about they should just build a wall around Louisiana or some shit, and I mean that didn't bother me as much, but like apparently like everybody went fucking. Oh no, he said something about. He said you're fucking retarded like 7 times in a row or something, and like people just went absolutely nuts, and it was all these people that had like mentally challenged siblings or children or whatever.
Sure.
And I think he actually responded to all of them saying like, go to hell with your retarded kids or some
Whoa.
shit. It was bad. Like it was all in like comedy, and he apologized right away, but he's like you lost a bunch of fans, but he gained like way more back.
Yeah, I guess he's just not as big as say like a Louis C.K. So there's not much.
Yeah.
It's
Okay, so he's at the Riverside
offensive,
Theater.
Yeah, he's from Milwaukee.
No, oh, wow, you're faster than I am. Holy
Let's do
shit.
it.
I was
April
looking
12th.
it up.
What's that date on there? That is April 12th, a Tuesday? Shit.
Since everyone's on their phones, I'm just show tits.
You want to do Bug My Jug?
Boy,
Speaking
no,
of
I was just showing
April,
some tits.
April 3rd, we have an awesome show.
Who is this Brody? Oh, that's my buddy. Well, he's not really buddy, but I met that guy in Rocket League.
Boom.
Anyways, what are you
This is
showing?
great.
Did you really show tits?
I cut to
Cleavage wall.
Well, no, we did this show called Bug My Jug last week. Are we gonna do? Oh, the cleavage wall.
Yeah, we should go to that.
Tasteful cleavage. Yeah, thank you to whoever sent that. That you just boosted us up to almost 10 viewers. Concurrent views.
It's a tasty cleavage.
It's tasty cleavage wall. I like that. We were gonna put tasteful. He said tasteful tits, but I feel like girls would be more willing to
I don't know if you
contribute.
put those two words together yet.
Well, this whole show is alliterations. Yeah, this whole show is just stupid alliterations that I make up while I'm at work
I
when
like
I'm
that
supposed
too.
to be really working. But can you guys talk about what you do for like day jobs or?
Yeah.
I know you work for Mancino's,
I
right?
make bread.
I see you there every time I go to Chimera's. I always see you there. I was like, yeah, well, maybe like once or twice.
Yeah, it's great spot. We love having Chimera folk over. People coming to play in the lobby. That's fun.
Do you guys still do stand up there?
We haven't in a while. We were gonna do one at the end of the year. I had one working. Adam Dunlap does.
Oh, he doesn't like
stand-up
me.
pretty often, and he sets them up, and I did 2 with him so far. So
You did stand up?
Yeah. a couple
Really?
of them, yeah.
The only guy I know that did it was Nate Chapin.
I was with him the one time, St. Patrick's Day.
Who opened?
He did, I think.
That's supposed to be the roughest spot. That or the opener and the closer have the toughest.
It was I think it was Nate, me, Adam in that order for St. Patrick's Day, and the second one was just me and Adam, and didn't go as well as the first one. It's tricky. Stand-up comedy.
Dude, I wouldn't.
It's all about the room.
reading the room, delivering.
Yeah, I was gonna say you have to learn to read the room too. It's like I've been watching stand-up comedy since I was like 5-6 years old, and I've watched all kinds. And who's this? Sosinski. Someone say Chimera's. He goes in there like every couple of days. I give him a love there. Before I move on from the question, what do you do for a day job?
I work in audiology. So primarily I work with like older folks and test their hearing and set them up with hearing aids if they need it.
Jesus, you probably know my mom.
Seasoned folks.
Maybe.
Joy Shear.
Maybe.
I'll just set her name on the air. Whoops.
Couldn't tell you even if I did.
Okay.
My mom's got a hearing aid in each ear, and she's always pulling those fucking things out and like messing with them and shit. And I'm like, I don't think you're supposed to do it that much. And she's like,
Are they like cheap hearing aids?
I don't know. I knew her before. She didn't have them until after I moved out, which is years ago. So like, I had her over to watch Game of Thrones the other day. Hey, we're up to 11. So that's how I think that's how you know it's good that we crossed 10 at least. 10 current viewers.
Cool.
That might dump us into the recommended streams, and also it'll go to like 50, 60. That's the girl we had on last week that got the 30,000. She was also wearing a dress that was all open here, so
She also had
meant to
overalls
show a
on,
lot
you
of
know.
skin. So yep, I was gonna say sorry, Trevor.
Get on
That
that.
angle, right?
Yeah, get some side cleavage. But yeah, I had my mom over to watch Game of Thrones last night. I'm like, if you don't like the first episode, we won't watch anymore. She's like, well, let's watch another one. And so we watched another one, and then she's like, well, I would like to watch a third, but I gotta go. She's like, yeah, we'll watch the rest of the show, or the season. And then I'm like, can we just watch the rest of the show? She's like, yeah, I think we can. You guys watch Game of Thrones at all?
I don't know how to access it.
Do you have Hulu?
You can get the Hulu add-on or the HBO add-on for Hulu for like a little extra or whatever. So that's how I watch like
Yeah.
Westworld and stuff.
Well, I steal it
Direct
from
HBO.
our mutual friend.
Yeah, well, yeah, of
Yeah.
course. We all are on the same Hulu.
Yeah, yeah, Hulu has HBO on it. You can also download the HBO Go app, but that's a little more complex. You have to like enter in your cable provider, and that's and it detects like if you have a package with it. Yeah, it detects your package.
Package check.
Yeah, and yeah, so.
Have a dog
I recommend just doing it through Hulu. It's a lot simpler, and you just pay a flat fee. And I highly, highly recommend that Game of Thrones show.
You get a lot of shit with the HBO package. A lot of good movies.
Very good
a lot
movies.
of TV shows and stuff.
Like Sopranos,
if you're interested in
The
watching a lot
Wire.
of shows and stuff like that.
Like stuff that's highly regarded, like highly regarded shows. I think Rick and Morty's in there too.
Oh,
If
yeah.
you're into that.
I think that's just on Hulu though. You don't need HBO for it.
Seinfeld.
Oof. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
You Seinfeld fan?
Classic.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, thank you. Very. Yeah,
That's what I was
me and
raised
him
on.
could. Yeah, same. Me and him could we could close down a fucking bar talking about that from dawn to dusk. And
How do you feel about Friends?
I've never seen an episode.
It can suck my dick.
That's what it is.
Friends and Seinfeld, it's one or the
there's
other.
always a
Yeah,
divide.
I know. Usually, people who are fans of Friends are like, "Oh yeah, Seinfeld's okay." But if you like Seinfeld, you're like, "Fuck Friends."
But, well, like they just copied them and put it in a coffee shop. But like I like How I Met Your Mother, which is just a Friends ripoff. So like
I'm not-
eh.
Friends is like Seinfeld that's like smoother and softer and more attractive.
Yeah, my aunt says she likes Friends because they're so nice to each other, and my uncle goes, "But that's not real. Friends screw each other over to get the advantage. Like on Seinfeld, there's no hugging and there's no learning." That's what Larry David said. That's what Larry David said. He goes, "You never hug your friends because you don't have any, and you don't learn from your mistakes because you're fucking stupid. Now go record the show."
That's a great basis.
That's what he said in
Good entertainment.
yeah.
That dude is so angry. It's so great.
Well, he's just pissy he's pissy all the time. Like when he got the order for the first season, he did one season. And they're like, "Okay, we'll do one more for sure. You write season 2." And it's like it's a big hit. He says, "We're doing 3 more seasons for sure." And he said he left the room, went into his car and cried because he didn't want to do it. It wasn't because like, "Oh, I'm successful." He's like, "I just don't want to fucking do it." And then season 3 and 4 and like 5 eventually were the best seasons of like any television show ever because it had the contest, the masturbation episode. I got yelled at by my mom because all we did was talk about masturbating for 2 hours last time.
Well,
But that got 30,000 views.
grow
so-
the fuck up.
Just tell my mom to grow the fuck
It's
up.
human nature.
Everyone.
Grow up, mama.
Grow up,
You want to play
Mom.
some Bug My Jug, buddy?
Caleb,
That's related.
Cam. Oh, Caleb Cam has said, "Dude, Danielle said she can finally see her face."
Yeah, that's true.
Well, I'm into that. Did you just say bug my
I
jug?
say you want to play some Bug My Jug.
Yeah.
Bug My Jug.
Let's show these guys what we do.
Boom.
when
All
we're-
right. I'm going to put a celebrity on the screen. And then you can guess their cup size
Oh, okay.
based off of a
Can I just
picture.
say something? It looks like you are going to be into it, but it seems like this is
Into it.
low class for you. You
It's
seem kind of like
very low class. It's very...
you seem kind of like you're like, "Fuck this. This is bullshit."
Kind of, but I can get into it.
Thank you.
Oh, man. How delayed is that one? Jesus.
It's a little delayed.
Because I
yeah.
have it up on my screen already.
By the way, if it's this
there it
picture,
is.
you
Boom.
suck.
No, it's not.
Okay, that is Amelia Clark.
Yeah, because we were talking about Game of Thrones.
34C. I bet you I'm right on the dot on that.
That's a good guess.
I don't know the numbers. I'd say somewhere around a C as well.
Just to switch it, 32D. You know, just stray from say the same number.
yeah,
That's a damn good guess.
Travis,
Thank
you want to
you.
give us a number guess with the C?
The band
I
size.
have very little concept of what the numbers.
So
mean.
basically like 30 to 38
Okay, the
per cup size.
the number is how many inches around the rib cage is, and then the letter is the cup size. Like, it's kind of just a guessing game.
I can bring it up again.
like-
so the number is just rib
Please.
cage.
Yeah.
It has nothing to do with the boobs.
Nope.
Oh.
The cup size is for the...
The only reason I know this is because I have a very bad obsession with breasts. I mean,
Oh really?
yeah,
That's
you
so-
wouldn't have guessed unless I pointed it out.
No. Yeah.
You would never know.
No.
You never know. I just want to get a good guess from Travis
Show off
here.
the best shirt. ever.
32.
Boom. Travis is right. 32C is the answer.
What did I say?
34C.
Oh,
Yeah.
fucking A, you got it right.
I only
man.
said
Boom.
that because I didn't want to say your answer.
No, that's fine. I like people who like you diverged. I like that. Like you took the
Like
high
I let
ground.
you win if it. Yeah.
Well, I mean, it's like without going over. Is it really bad obsession to have? I hope not, because it's been a lot of years that I've been dealing with it.
This is coming
At
from
least
Anthony, though, not a woman.
Sisinski. That's true. Well, there's a lot. No girl has ever said my obsession is bad because
There we go.
Okay.
they're like, and I have many female friends. No, I don't. Thank you, Caleb, for bringing up Bug My Jug.
You're welcome.
There's other game shows that we have, but
Not easily accessible
we're
like that
not
one.
gonna mention them because one
No,
one
there's
is
some funny ones.
definitely. What did I come up with?
Fuck
I
My
haven't
Truck.
Fuck my truck.
That's a good one. That's a good one.
Fuck my truck. I had this idea where, so I'm not gonna mention where I work because if this makes it back to work, I'm probably gonna be in a lot of trouble. When I'm supposed to be working, I am working, and I always make sure I hit my rate of parts that I need to have per hour. But usually it's a lot of sitting around. I've got a little notepad with a
You don't have to
pen.
convince us here. We're not your supervisors.
That's true. But I've got people that are watching right now that it's a fair obsession. That could make it back to my boss. He doesn't care, but if it makes it higher than that, I might be fucked. And I sit down and just write bullshit all day, like in a little notepad, because I can't have my phone. So I'm just going to just scribble little things. Fuck my truck was this idea that like girls, the current style of that girls like right now is like country boy kind of thing, and they have big trucks, lifted trucks. Trucks in general. So I would take a picture of a guy leaning against his truck in various states of hotness, and I would zoom in on just the truck, and I'd say, okay, there's a guy that owns this truck, and you have to decide if you would fuck this guy or not based on just the truck. Because girls, they're like, I fucking hate Ford, or like, Ford or bust, you know? So then I'm like, you gotta decide whether or not you'd fuck this guy based on his truck, and then we zoom out. And, like, maybe it's like a Thunder from Down Under guy, like, just ripped as shit male stripper and nude with, like, a dick to his knee. And then, and he's all tatted up and hot. And then, like, or maybe it's, like, the fucking grossest looking, like, no teeth mullet with his sister
Are you
thing.
trying to say that the majority of women these days are into trucks and the whole country boy thing?
Majority, no. A good portion, yes.
Maybe if they live in Wisconsin.
I think it's definitely a counterculture. You know, it's a culture, but I don't know if the majority of women like.
I mean, we haven't played it yet.
It's just an idea, man.
We have to do it. We have to have
play.
female guests, sadly. Otherwise, I mean,
Hey, man.
what would the
I mean, we
girl?
could-
What
yeah,
would
what
the
would the
girl
girl
version
version
of
be?
me?
We can entertain the idea. You know, it's not
Snag,
like we're actually touching.
snadge my vag. That's not good.
No.
I'm coming up with it on the spot. Give me a break.
No.
I had this thing called Blew My Goo. We were gonna have two girls come in, dressed as slutty as possible without going over. Like The Price is Right, and like they were just gonna come in and like whatever they felt comfortable with, just bikinis or whatever. And I was gonna see who could get the closest to nude without going over, like completely nude. And we were just gonna film from like here down. Like we wouldn't have to do the whole fucking the body, the face or whatever.
Yeah.
And there go all my viewers. And we were gonna and anybody appearing to do this shit was I was gonna give them like a $10 gift card somewhere. It's something. Like here, thanks for burning the gas to come out here.
Get yourself some clothes.
Yeah.
Hop on over to.
Here's a $10 gift card to Goodwill, buy the rack. Anyways, I came up with a lot more, but not that I'm comfortable saying. The Smother My Brother one's kind of fucked up.
I think I've played that one.
Not all right.
I had a weird relationship.
I think I've
His
played
context is
that
not
one.
okay.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it could be how fast can you win in a pillow fight with your sibling.
I mean, that would
That's
be
not it.
the
but
all right version of it.
Ouch.
Yeah.
all white version of it. Who's this? Blew my goo is the best phrase I've heard all year. Thanks a lot. Yeah, I came up. It was like there's one called "Fill My Bill." How many M&Ms can you fit in your mouth without choking? That's not good either.
Seems
I'd wager like 40.
way more than
I got a
40.
big mouth.
You'd have to like.
Dude, you do.
I have a very small mouth, actually.
I bet somewhere around 70.
For you?
Not me.
I was gonna say.
Oh man, totally forgot to bring some. We got some M&Ms with our faces on them.
Yeah.
We could have really tested this.
Yeah, that'd
Excuse
be.
me.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you heard that right.
M&Ms with your faces on it?
Mm-hmm.
My hearing's working. My hearing's working okay.
How does that work?
Yeah, you're gonna have to go into detail.
I'd imagine it's
You're gonna have to explain this.
like a spray printer, right? They have those printers where the M&M will go by and as a puff of printed ink just.
It's the M, but it's your face instead.
Yeah,
Yeah.
And now, where does someone acquire this piece of candy?
the wonderful internet.
Are they M&M brand M&Ms?
You guys know how to Google. Yeah, oh yeah.
You
M&M.
guys know.
They are not off-branded like
N and N's.
chocolate candies,
N and N's.
hard-coated M&Ms
M&N's.
produced in Minnesota and
M or M's.
M or M's.
Take your pick.
Dude, I don't know why, but like, just knockoff stuff. I think it was, what movie was that on? Undercover Brother. No. It was Malibu's Most Wanted, and they were like Malibu's Most Wanted, and they were like, God, it's warm in here. Is it warm in here? I'll turn my heat down.
Okay. Shabby.
Malibu's Most Wanted. They're like, where'd you learn to shoot like that? Grand Theft Auto 3. I said, what system's that on? A PlayStation 2. It's like, well, I got Gamecast. What'd you say? I got Gamecast. And we're like, well, there's Dreamcast and there's PlayStation. He's like, dude, I got Gamecast.
Yeah.
How many times I gotta tell you? Do you know where it is, Caleb?
I'll find it.
This is a Soldier Boy thing. Soldier Boy recently. Did you see that?
Yeah.
Like, was like selling some knockoff Apple watches.
Yeah.
He's like, yeah, just send your money to China and then they'll send you back like this knockoff Apple Watch. And it was a complete scam. Like, people are just outraged. And I think Soldier Boy's just rolling in the
He's in
snow.
jail, I think, right
What?
now.
He should be.
That's like Firefest.
Yeah.
Like level.
Dude, yeah.
Outrageous.
Did you watch that on the
No.
Netflix? There's a documentary about it.
No, I saw like a 10-minute video that they came out with it like a
And
little
I-
while after.
And I
it
saw the
happened.
meme that came of it of the guy in the office, like, how would you like to pay for this? And it's like, credit, PayPal, and then the picture of the dude.
From Firefest?
Yeah.
Yeah, because like he took so much money and then just ran away with it or something, but they caught him.
Yeah.
I think that's how it went.
I don't
But,
think
like,
I've seen that picture.
can you look up the Firefest? Just type in Firefest guy. What'd you turn it down to?
Like 60.
What?
Celsius, right?
The fucking air is gonna kick in.
No,
That's okay.
I didn't. It'll be fine.
My favorite Malibu's Most Wanted quote. How did I nail that? Okay, so Robert Milanowski.
Which
did I
festival?
say that
Which
right?
guy?
Hey,
Robert Milanowski says,
Bob.
"Hey, these guys are good. Heard them play at Urban Fuel. Now, is Urban
Yeah,
Fuel
Bob.
is that a coffee shop?
that's my guy.
Yeah.
Is that in town here?
Pebbles, but yeah.
Peebles. I heard Peebles is like just off the lake, right?
Mm-hmm. Just up
Tachita.
151.
I think it's after Tachita. Well, yeah, like the suburban or rural towns, they
Yeah.
town lines kind of blend, but yeah, Tachita.
You're good. It's okay.
Tachita and Pebbles and all that. Yeah, they're out there. What else out there?
Pebbles.
California.
That disturbs me. let's just call it
El
Peebles
Dorado
from now on.
has like a huge area out
Is
there.
it this guy?
Yeah.
It'll pop up. In a while.
I always call it El Dorado because when I think of El Dorado, it makes me think of like the Gold City, and I'm like, God, I gotta
Absolutely.
explore some shit.
Isn't that what? Yeah, that's what makes me think. And that's what I think of the town.
Well, isn't El Dorado like isn't it like a bunch of wheat fields so it looks golden, or whatever?
That makes sense.
I don't know, just throwing bullshit out. But Peebles it's like Peebles.
Mhm.
I think you could pronounce Pebbles for Peebles.
Everybody calls it Pebbles. It's just so wrong.
Did you bring that up?
It's a family
Yeah.
name.
Such a long delay today.
Is it though?
It is a long delay.
That's like chimeras.
Yeah, it is.
know?
Chimera.
I asked the owner. I'm like, do you know how it's actually supposed to be pronounced? He's like, chimeras. I'm like,
Did it?
That's what I said. Am I
Oh,
saying
there it is. Is it that guy?
he
That's
looked me in
not
the
it.
eye and
That's
said
not
it.
it.
That's the picture. That's hilarious.
That
Is
is.
it really? That's the guy?
Where?
Well, like,
That's the Firefest.
Oh, I popped it up real
no,
quick.
it's
I
like
missed it.
that's like the meme. The guy, apparently, the guy went in like the phrase is he like in this documentary. That guy is like, I went into his office fully prepared to suck his dick.
Oh,
And like
yeah.
that's the joke. Is it like
Okay.
Oh, because he wanted the Firefest to happen or whatever?
I had no idea the context.
I think
no idea.
I think we all at some point need to sit down together separate and watch that fucking documentary and then like
Yeah.
message each other and be like,
This
"Dude,
is probably
fucking-"
why I think it's funny. Is because there's just no context.
There were so
Right.
many bands like slated to play that. Like Blink-182 was supposed to play that. Ja Rule's trying to make another one.
I can't even
Ja
believe he's got the
Rule.
balls.
Yeah,
That's
I
some balls.
can't believe that.
Ja Rule's still around.
After all of that,
Yeah.
Monica! Remember that? Bitch? Yeah, it's from Fast and Furious. Don't look at me like that, okay? You're the biggest
Totally
F and F.
speak.
Yeah,
No.
I'm abbreviating it.
And it was like all the models, Kylie Jenner and all them got subpoenaed to to the case too, because they were all involved in the marketing,
Yeah.
and I'm sure nothing came of it, but
No, they'll
Yeah.
they'll never serve any time or whatever.
they put on the big marketing scheme. You ever see those ads? It's like they have these ads. It's like, come to this island for $5,000, and it's just like they don't really describe what happens, but it's like the ultimate party. That was the Fire Fest. It's like, oh, pay all this big money and you'll come to the ultimate party. And there's people out there who are just like, I'm gonna take that risk. Like,
well, people did show up, and then like nothing. No one ever did.
Like an emergency, it was a crisis
happening.
situation.
Well, yeah, because people were freaking out because
Thousands
they
of
have
people
like
on, like, a
lines and
stranded
rows and
island.
rows of like tents set up for people, and they were like
like
freaking
emergency tents, like
Yeah.
not glamorous.
Yeah.
I didn't want. So I'm
And
like,
these are like
You see the picture
rich
of that?
kids.
See the picture of that
Yeah.
random guy who's like labeled as like random or like random passerby or whatever. This guy's like, yeah, I won a ticket to this on a work raffle. I went and seeing all these like celebrities freak out seeing their luggage handled slightly rough, and then or whatever. He's like, it was like chicken soup for my middle class soul.
that's a good saying. Chicken soup for my middle class soul. I didn't want to watch it because when I was scrolling through Netflix and the preview popped up, the preview got me so excited for it that I was like, I gotta turn this off because I'm like, I'm not going to a fucking beach anytime soon. I can't alleviate this pressure of wanting to go party. So I'm like, just scrolled by it. Like, that's why I don't watch certain movie trailers sometimes, is because I'll get too hyped for it. I'm like, oh, coming of summer 2025.
Yeah.
So I gotta wait like
Feels
7
weird.
years.
Wait for the
Like,
trailer even.
Sad boy hours.
yeah, that's why I didn't want to watch Aladdin because I get too excited, and then I'll be like, well, now I gotta wait half a
With
year.
These like tech advancements, they'll be like, oh, we have self-driving cars coming out. It's like, why are you like marketing this? It's gonna be years. You're just
Yeah.
hyping shit.
Well, did
Get
you
me all
see that
excited.
2020.
Elon Musk just said like we'll have self-driving cars by 2020 and
Is it
2021 and shit? Like,
Yeah.
hello?
That's less than a year.
Yeah.
Can't wait for all
He's-
those rich
he's like-
people to be having self-driving cars.
Right.
Dude, half of them are gonna
Well,
drive him into the fucking ocean.
Whoever,
They're
whatever
gonna drown
business,
in it.
whatever business ends up being like, yo, whatever
The-
corporation decides to buy a fleet and then make that a taxi service is gonna be fucking rich.
As
When you don't got to pay those
In the-
fucking drivers for
in the
it.
pizza industry, it's terrifying. Like, how the fuck is anyone supposed to compete with drones delivering?
I would say like I
pizzas?
think drones are way scarier than like a self-driving car for sure. Yeah,
like
yeah. Drones.
When
definitely.
Domino's gets drones delivering their pizzas, like goodbye
Guess
the
what?
rest of the fucking industry.
Nah, bro. No. Because they'll just hire people to pilot the drones.
Well, right, the jobs will change. But
Would you go to
That'll be
school?
way cooler than driving a car.
Would you go to school to learn how to deliver pizzas by drone?
Fuck yeah, dude. Because that's applicable.
But what if it
you can
only-
work for Amazon then?
No. I was gonna say that's gonna be a trade. Drone piloting. It probably
Most
is already.
likely.
It probably
Yeah,
is
I think
already.
so.
How's it
Well,
not?
it will be a trade until they develop high enough AI to just
That
do itself,
Wait,
Like go off
so
GPS.
a robot's gonna run another robot? They're gonna start communicating with each other.
No, like you load the AI onto the
it's
drone
already
so it
happening.
can make decisions and be like,
yeah, it's
I
called.
can't put this here because there's snow.
Terminator. It's called iRobot. It's
Skynet.
called
Skynet.
Skynet. It's called The End of Days.
hey, that's a terrifying movie.
I'm fine with it.
Robot.
Well, yeah, iRobot.
Mhm.
Was that the best line in that movie? Is like, can you write an opera?
Yeah.
Can you write a musical and make people feel? And the robot just goes, can you?
Can you?
Oh, mic drop.
Oh,
so
good.
Yeah, that was
Will Smith's like,
shit.
just got fucking torched by this fucking robot.
Dude, fucking Alan Tudyk was the voice of him. So good.
We
He's
brought him
in,
up last time, I think.
he's in Firefly and
Yeah, he's in a lot.
Did you like Rogue One at all? Star Wars Rogue One. He voiced K2SO, the big Imperial robot that got reprogrammed. Or
Oh,
whatever. Yeah,
yes.
That's Sonny from iRobot doing that same voice.
I love that. He's also in one of the Transformers.
That's it.
He goes
Oh, yeah.
nut. He like dual wields shotguns in a bar and like points them at women. In the third Transformers, and he like almost blows all these people away in a PG-13 movie, and they're like, "No, stand down." He's like, "I'm sorry, I was former special forces. I have a hair trigger."
Like beats out Kill Bill with the kill scenes.
Dude,
It's just a knife.
I have not seen those movies in
What?
so long.
Oh, I was
No,
gonna
I
say-
haven't.
I was
I
gonna say
haven't.
like hello.
I own every Tarantino movie,
Watch that.
but yeah, I haven't seen Kill Bill in forever.
Kill
though.
Bill's so good.
Those are some of my favorite. Those are
Is it
maybe my
Tarantino's?
favorite movies.
Tarantino's or Kill Bill's?
Kill Bill.
They're so good.
I love when
Do they
she
still have the
kills the what's it?
like the record for most kills?
Why would Google that shit? Most kills in any
Most-
film.
I think Kill
Most
Bill had it.
Dutch
That's
back
hard
in
to
your
believe. Like with all the
age.
war movies, like people just like gunning down a whole army.
Yeah.
Saving Private Ryan.
Well-
Opening scene.
Dude, Hacksaw Ridge.
Oh yeah,
You
that
seen
too.
That shit
yeah.
at near the
Yeah.
the first half of that movie is just drama because he refuses to pick up a gun in basic training, and then the entire next half of the film is just gore above
So,
Saving Private Ryan.
There's a
level.
top 10 list of most killed in a movie by one person.
Rambo.
Kill Bill is, I think, number 10 with 76.
Oh.
Blade 2
Even
with
near.
77.
Maybe near one.
Ken, which is, it looks like an Asian film,
Korean,
78
probably.
kills. John Matrix from Commando, which is Arnold Schwarzenegger in the 80s, with 81 kills.
Oh my god.
Stallone in Rambo,
Fuck
87 kills.
That was the new one,
Champion.
right? 06? 2006?
In Akira, Tetsuo, 96 kills.
I've seen
In
that.
Hot Shots, 103 kills by one person apparently.
What
What's
the
this?
hell?
Equilibrium, John Preston has 118 kills.
What
In the movie,
shit?
Shoot 'Em Up, Smith, which looks like Paul Giamatti's character,
Yeah.
141 kills.
Paul Giamatti was a
He's a
cool
yeah.
character?
I've seen no. He's a villain, but I've seen that movie. It's pretty good.
Ogami Ito, Lone Wolf and the Cub, looks like an anime, 150 kills. About 1%. So yeah.
That's
Well,
first place.
Yeah.
151.
Pretty far off.
That's a
Kill Bill was on the list at
there.
first.
Top 10.
That's a cartoon though.
Yeah, are all
I
these
don't
ones
know.
live action or?
So
is-
the live action, highest live action is Shoot 'Em Up. Paul Giamatti's character with 141.
I guess. I mean, I can't believe in Shoot 'Em Up. That was a great movie though. It was a really dumb movie.
These things are definitely encouraging kids to shoot each other.
The movies.
Definitely.
Yep.
Yeah.
That made
These
me just
violent
want to
movies.
pull out my gun and
Mhm.
shoot my nearest person. Anybody.
Well, he's technically closer, so just don't aim at me. Yeah. Anyways,
That's, we had a long discussion in college. I took a class on video games and learning
mhm.
about violence and video games, like violent video games and real life violence. And it's like I don't know. I'm somewhere on the spectrum.
You think it
Correlating.
influences, but most likely doesn't like.
I think like it
It
makes people
desensitizes
think
or
about it.
something.
Like it might bring up a concept that somebody may never have really had before and like kind of replays
I don't,
it.
yeah, I don't think that's like a legitimate.
I don't think it would make
reason
them
to
do
avoid
it though. I don't think it would be the main cause, but I feel like maybe somebody has some
That's like
latent
parents.
tendency.
I can see that
That's like
the-
parents saying like my kids were exposed to gay activity and they turned gay because of it. I mean,
Yeah.
you can't call exposure the reason for these things.
For the video game thing, I can see you can like be desensitized to violence though from that. Like
Yeah.
I'm killing 30 people in like the span of 10 minutes in the game. Like
Yeah.
it just it becomes like I'm just
In a
racking up
way
the
that
score.
like
I'm not killing people.
in a way that like real life feels less real.
Right.
Because like with graphics, and I can't even play Call of Duty because I feel too weird about killing these people.
Oh right.
I like playing Halo because you can kill aliens.
Yeah.
But like killing people
Well,
that
yeah,
look like people,
dude,
it makes me.
In Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2, have you ever heard of a level called No Russian? It's famous. They
There's
give
an
you-
option at the beginning of the game that says you cannot play it.
You can
Basically,
skip it
if you want
if
to
you want.
skip like the
That
graphic
bad.
material, you basically play. You're an American infiltrating like the Russian side or whatever, and to be this deep, you're like trying to infiltrate like a extremist from their like military, and they basically shoot up an airport with like LMGs.
No one shoots back either.
Yeah, like they just
Just like
maybe-
they, like-
innocent
yeah.
people.
they basically
Maybe
yeah
a
they
cop.
they
Oh my
arrive
gosh.
they arrive in an elevator. And then they at the end of the level they turn around. They knew you were an American the whole time. They kill you and then they blame it on the Americans.
And I
And
think
it's the whole spark for that
there's
entire
like,
game.
there's like
It's really good.
one security
Really good plot
guard
point.
that takes like pot shots at you.
Well, at the end you get like SWAT team out to try and fight
Oh,
you, but
really?
like you have fucking body armor and these like
Yeah.
LMGs.
You're
Just,
unstoppable.
you just mow
The-
them down.
the
It's
point
pretty
of-
brutal. It's very brutal.
It's
Like
not
there's
even a
people
hard
crawling on the
level.
ground and like you can choose not to shoot your weapon, but like you're still there part of it. Like
And it's like so it's not a hard level.
no, you just
No,
it's just like
it's
a it's
It's
like
just like you. It's like putting you into this thing where you have to kill.
Mhm.
yeah.
Well, in 3, weren't you killing Americans?
No, you're on American soil fighting off people, just like in 2.
Oh, I swore because like someone said that I haven't played any of them in years and I still own them, but I swore that someone was like, well, when are we gonna have us killing Americans? And I think that year, that game in Modern Warfare 3, they weren't they?
I mean, maybe like the enemies were.
Like the enemies are American and you're
No.
Middle Eastern.
No. There was a game. What was it called? Oh, the newest Medal of Honor that came out back in like 2013. You could play as like the two online forces were like the Marines and the Taliban. So like that was a big thing. People were like, complaining like, "Oh, you get to play with the Taliban killing American soldiers." Like, yeah,
That's the other
two
side,
factions in the
bitch.
game. But like that was the big one that people complained about.
But we're allowed to play as you're good. We're allowed to play as
I don't know why that one got so much like
Nazis and
right. Historical.
that's bullshit that they removed the swastika from the World War II one. I'm like, that's the symbol of evil. Like, it
Really?
should be in there. You're insulting the memory of the people that died under that regime, acting like it didn't exist. Like, you're taking out the heaviness of it. That, to me, is offensive.
Can you play as the Nazis in that game?
Oh, yeah. Oh, not in the...
No.
Not in the game, in the multiplayer
Yeah,
you can.
but, yeah.
Well, yeah, one has to be the Nazis, and not everybody can be the Americans. I was gonna bring this up earlier. The whole thing with violence being caused by video games. You guys ever heard of Penn and Teller, the magicians? There was one where the guy who talks. One of them doesn't talk. One of them does.
Penn is the talker.
Penn Jillette. Yeah, he has a show called like What the Fuck or something. This is a long time ago. It was like 2005, but he had this kid on who had like a record number of hours in Call of Duty, right? And he is like he's got like one of the highest kill death ratios, and so they're like, we're gonna take you to a shooting range, and there's military personnel there, and they wanted to have him like have his like my special shooting range day. So they gave him like the first gun. They give him a standard issue M4, and they show him how to like operate it and everything. They take all these pictures with him, and finally they're like, "All right, you're gonna shoot it." He's like, "No, it's not fully automatic, so all you do is just pull the trigger once." So he's like, "All right, ready, fire!" And he shoots it, and he immediately puts it down and just runs to his mom and starts crying. And he's like, "Yeah, I don't think video games really cause this fucking violence like everybody thinks." So it's like, I know that's one case, and the kid was like 12, I think. So he's like, so they did all these interviews with him first. The mom's like, "Well, yeah, this is like Modern Warfare 1 or 2.
Probably the first.
And it's
or
like, there's
second one.
no blood in the multiplayer because they wanted to keep it teen. So it's like, there's no blood, and like, yeah, he hears the F word from sometimes, but his father cursed a little bit when he was around, so, and like, all this shit that's like, it's not this a big a deal, and it's all since like, then they had the inverse side where they had like doctors saying like, "Oh, he's gonna shoot a school up someday because of all this." And
Shut the fuck up.
They show this kid shoot one round, and he's like, "No!" and he fucking drops
That's a good
it.
point. Like, I think a lot of times doctors are looking at it like, we look at it very anecdotally, like you're saying, like this is one case, and a doctor's job would be to look at it as a whole, So like,
So by that, we should have millions of school shooters a year.
right, and yeah, I'm just making a point. I guess.
Well, no,
but
yeah.
I agree. I
Yeah.
agree that it's not an issue, but I think like, yeah, just because anecdotally, like the majority of people are unaffected by these video games. Maybe the person that the school shooter was like, that was the last straw, that was the push. But
Yeah.
is that to say that we should ban it or whatever? Anything could have been a trigger.
And like I think for anything like this, there's got to be some like predisposition there already. Like I don't think any one thing caused this thing. Like if this didn't happen, then it never would have happened.
True.
And there's also that. Granted, okay. There's some posts on Reddit that I saw, and Reddit's pretty politicized on certain topics.
It's censored.
And censored. But there was one recently, just within the last week or so, that I was talking about how there's a really extensive, really long, like longitudinal study of violence in video games, and like looking at kids who are really into it and their tendencies towards violence, and there's like literally zero correlation. It's like you look at the science and like, well, yeah, I mean, it shows that there's nothing like that. But
Didn't they link the Columbine shooters to like they played hours and hours of the original Doom?
Yeah,
I know they tried.
They tried to blame it on that.
They
Like, the media-
tried. They tried to blame it. Okay.
Literally, the media has always tried to blame like that shit on
Yeah,
stuff that we
that's
like to
big.
do. Like they just want to try and put it on us, not the fact that they've raised their shittily over the last fucking 30
Dude,
years.
I'll be honest with you though. Like the game Dark Souls, you ever heard of those?
Yeah.
Like the Dark Souls games, some of the hardest video games ever made, and then those games have made me more patient. Because you have to actually like take time to learn the enemy, and like be patient with them and learn strategies on how to conquer these obstacles. And it's made me more of a patient and understanding person, not just in games, but like in real life.
Mm-hmm.
Like I'm not as high strung at work because when I play these, it's like I have to take my time and methodically do things, and it's make me a clear-headed person. So it can have inverse effect of that, but like I still think at some times, very seldomly, kids with weaker minds will play Call of Duty or something like that and then think it's okay to like fucking harm people at work or school. It's because I think it's sometimes I think that happens.
Yeah.
Right, but then
Weaker minds.
to that person, anything could have been a trigger then.
That's true. Yeah. Like
a TV show or a movie.
Yeah.
I mean, remember when Jackass
Or a real life
came
situation.
out?
Exactly. Yeah. Let's see fucking
Yeah.
dad slapping mom up at home.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
I'm gonna do that
Jesus
to my fucking
Christ.
classmate.
Yeah. So.
I remember when Jackass came out, and like a year after it came out, some kid tried to do that shit in his yard, and he died.
Fuck yeah, we did.
And then they
We're out there with shopping carts, like going into bushes, like
Oh,
in
my
shopping
God.
carts and jumping off.
Oh, there is some kids. Not
Yeah.
good.
Yeah, we did.
dude, yeah, I remember taking
we probably-
pictures of us
we
doing
did that before we
bullshit all the
saw-
time.
That was inspiring.
I think we
though.
did it before we saw Jackass, but then like that was like, whoa, these guys are like, they're like doing it. They're like,
So-
filming
and
it.
they're stars too.
And also,
They're stars
also,
because
yeah,
of
the allure of fame.
Yeah.
You know, you're like, maybe if I do this thing.
I think it was
like,
relatable
then-
because we already were. Like it was like, oh, these guys are doing what we're doing. Like stupid shit.
But, like, there's another element in the fact that like these guys, for doing that thing that you're already doing, now they're famous,
Yeah.
and like that's something that everybody I think innately
Yeah.
wants, whether they realize it or not.
Yeah, I definitely see a lot of artists who are like, that's a big thing. They're like, they want to show kids that you can be an artist and make a living and do your thing.
Even if your art is putting a pumpkin on your head and running into a brick wall in a shopping cart. Adam Johnson, he's got a good point here. This is back in the 70s, there were a bunch of serial killers, but video games weren't even what they are now.
Right.
Yeah, no one, I don't think that the Manson murders happened because Pac-Man was eating too many pellets. So that's a good point. Yeah.
Just raw human.
Yeah, I don't think it causes anything. I
Yeah,
think maybe it might be a more subtle effect on culture than like causing such extreme things like school shootings.
Yeah.
Did they ever? I wonder if they ever tried to. The game Tank was like one of the first computer games where you could play with people like somewhere else, and all it was just like a blip like this big with a little pipe, and it would just shoot a little dot. And it's like they didn't blame when Russia came over to Afghanistan. They didn't blame that game on the invasion. You know, they didn't cite that as the cause of that. So yeah,
I don't know. I think asteroids led to the moon landing. Personally.
No, if anything, asteroids are gonna lead the invasion. It's like we could send, or no, if the aliens are looking at our technology, but it's like such a delay, like in Futurama, like they're getting our stuff like 10,000 years after we broadcast it. So when they start seeing us, like when they start seeing our video games start coming up, like asteroids, they're like, oh god, their Earth defense is so poor. Let's invade now.
Go.
It's like, oh, they're just shooting blips at each other. Yeah, go, send everybody. That's a Futurama episode where they were like friends. Or no, Ally McBeal ended halfway through the episode. It's like, I never found out when single female lawyer got with her slutty husband, or slutty boyfriend. Single female lawyer, having lots of sex.
Sex
You bring
in the
your...
law.
What's that?
Sex in the law.
Yeah, you remember that episode? Where like there's some guy, the judge follows her into the bathroom. It's like, this is highly inappropriate, and they just both take their clothes off. And then like they start moaning, and like the stenographer's in the toilet. The door flies open. What was that? What was that last line?
Travis's mom is a stenographer.
Yeah. That's,
Really?
That hits close to home.
Oh, I'm sorry. Well, it's not
I
my
mean,
fault.
not in a bad way.
She's
It's
ever
just that I
had
have
to
some relation.
stenographize anything like
Does
that?
she ever like? Does she ever get like start typing shit out at home, and then like if you get into an argument, she'll like read it back to prove you wrong,
Hasn't happened yet that I know of.
or like she'll be in another room and like you're in a fight with like a sibling, and it's like, actually, let me just read this back, just to, and then like, actually, so you are wrong. Now go do the fucking laundry.
Doing my job.
Yeah.
She never
Like
takes
when
a day
the
off.
job, yeah, I was gonna say the job crosses into the family. Like, stop taking your work home with you, Mom. I'm like, I can't. I can't.
I want to see if you guys get this reference because you guys are talking about lawyers. Bob Loblaw's Law Blog.
Bob Laws.
Arrested Development.
Yeah.
I love
Bob
that.
Loblaw's Law
That's
Blog.
maybe my favorite joke from the whole show.
It's so good. There's so many great running
I
jokes
saw
like
a
that.
meme from that show where it had this guy covered in blue dye, and it said, "Man, the new Aladdin looks awesome."
Where it's just David Cross.
Yeah. I saw the
blue
first
himself.
season when it premiered.
Oh,
like
wow.
back in 2001 or
Back
2.
when it was way before its time.
Yeah, I really
Ahead of
liked
time.
it, and then like it vanished, and now it's back.
Isn't it Larry David as well, or no?
No, that was Ron Howard, actually.
Ron Howard on the
Because he narrated it and executive produced it.
Ron Howard, yeah. Jesus. It's so weird, like when he started popping up and stuff, my dad's like, "That's Opie from
Yep, Andy Griffith
Andy
show.
Griffith." I'm like, but he's a kid.
Happy Days. And...
Yeah. I heard there's an episode of Happy Days where his brother went upstairs and never came back down.
I've heard that too.
Yeah.
Yep.
It's like one of those
Yeah.
I think it's one of the early ones.
Yeah, he like went upstairs and never came back. I'm obsessed with like those old shows.
He just went to college.
He went to college. I
Just like
love
saying.
those.
Went to college.
Yeah, exactly. He just went to college. It's fine.
Yes.
Just like the sister on that '70s show changed.
Oh, didn't she die?
Yeah,
Yeah, in real life.
she died.
I remember that. Yeah, she OD'd. She didn't get any work after that. And I'm sure, like, you were on one of the highest rated TV shows of all time in prime time, like Sunday nights at 7. And to go from that to I can't get work at all. And, like, I'm sure the money didn't dry out. It was, like, you're so engrossed into the spotlight that, like, you just wanted the attention. You wanted the thing. Like, I'll be honest. If I stopped doing this, I'd be like, what am I doing?
Yeah.
Even though, like, it's
Paul
a
McCartney
small
had
town
that
thing.
issue.
What's that?
Paul McCartney had that issue, like after the Beatles. Really?
Really?
Just like, you were the Beatles. Now what do you do? You
Didn't
can
he
never
do a
turn-
bunch of other acts though?
Yeah, he had.
I like-
he had
I keep
one of my
looking at
favorite
it.
albums is his solo album. So I mean,
Mm.
he did some great work after.
Plus, he has like wings and stuff after.
Yeah.
I was gonna say Wing.
But you know, it's still like he definitely peaked.
Yeah, you got to imagine he just sits there and goes, "Man, when we were in our early 20s, those days were the best."
yeah,
you know?
I was gonna say
Yeah,
Glory.
when they're
Days,
too-
Glory
And like
Days.
when everyone agrees with you too, that's gotta
Yeah.
be difficult.
And like, man, we were the rebels. We were the cool ones. We got to fly into a stadium on a helicopter.
it doesn't get any cooler. than that.
Yeah, like, what?
I was gonna say like what you just said. When everyone agrees with you, yeah, it's like
Yeah,
you
actually,
were
that was
good.
the best day of your life.
Yeah, I mean, like, yeah, you two of your good ones are dead, but
Yeah, he's got a great solo album that addresses it.
He does though.
yeah.
Addresses the, post Beatles. What is that like?
Is Yoko Ono still alive?
Mm-hmm.
Does everyone still hate her or no?
I think everyone's
mixed
over
bag.
it. I think everyone's kind of giving her. I think people started to understand it was like. It was what it was. Like, she didn't manipulate anything. John fell in love. And,
I was in.
She was just there.
she was the love interest.
I was-
It's
I
not
was
a
in
Courtney
New
Love
York.
situation.
Maybe 2 years ago. I was at the
She killed
MoMA.
him.
It's like the
Yoko
Museum of
killed
Modern
him.
Art in New York City,
Yeah.
and the featured art exhibit of the whole museum was Yoko Ono, and
Like her or the art or
her
art.
art, all her art, and it was like it wasn't just music, but it was like painting and performance art, and it was like super interesting actually. Like, it made me kind of understand the concept behind all the weird shit that she did.
I don't know what she's painting.
'Cause it was
recognizable.
it was premeditated. It
And
wasn't
how
just
she
like she was
drew
doing
Trevor.
something random
Mm.
and just like seeing what happened. She had like thoughts and like
So it was
she
good
could
art. It was
It
good
was-
art.
Yeah, I guess whatever you want to call it.
Like,
Well,
it had a purpose,
Well,
like, it
like,
was there.
Yeah.
I've seen I heard this story about how you guys ever seen the movie Blade Runner, the original from the 80s? There's a woman in that movie that was like an icon back then. She's just one of the most gorgeous women I've ever seen. I mean, obviously she's super old now, but like I guess after the movie, like, she couldn't get any work as anything else because everyone recognized her as the woman from Blade Runner. And I guess she tried doing a stand-up career, like stand-up comedy, but they only put her in rooms with people loved like her work. And so, or her movie. So, like, everyone applauded for her, but then she's like, I'm gonna take it on the road. And
Oh no.
everyone's like, who's this bitch? Like, no one fucking bought tickets to see her. No one applauded. No one laughed.
That's Daryl Hannah, right?
Yes, that's the name. Yeah, yeah. She tried to take it on the road, and there's Vicky. She was one of my first female guests.
Hi, Vicky.
Hey, Vicky.
I appreciate that.
Did you have a dog named
She's
Vicky
still-
at one point?
I did have a dog. She was the best.
She, yeah. She,
Daryl Hannah. Hey,
goodest girl.
fun fact: Daryl Hannah, one of the assassins in Kill Bill.
What?
Yep,
One of the woman?
Not a one.
the eye patch woman.
Oh, that's her.
Yep,
From Blade Runner.
yep.
Get the fuck out of here.
I'm looking at it on
Yeah,
IMDb right now.
Dude, some girl was listening to that at work, and I'm like, Kill Bill? She's like, yes! Dude, you get me mixing another one?
Yes.
You want mine?
Break time.
Do you want mine?
Surely, I'll help you out.
I mean, yeah, I don't want it to go to waste. I mean, I'm clean, so
I'm a helper bee.
just, yeah, or you can dump it, it's okay. I won't be upset.
It'll be up in a little while. Whenever.
So
it decides to.
Vicky, I sent you Snapchat like 17 weeks ago and you still haven't opened it. Also, you haven't replied to I think I messaged you like a long time ago and you never opened it, but I'm assuming you're 17 weeks busy. That's okay though. I've always meant to I was gonna message you and be like, what the hell's going on? But you wouldn't have opened it anyway.
Andrew Miller.
Andrew Miller. That is Kateri Miller. That's her dad.
Oh, okay.
He says he listens to these when he's working or driving truck, so I appreciate that. That's kind of cool. Yeah, we got some comments in here. Not as many as last week, but that's because there's no nudity. There's not much skin being
There's no
shown. That's okay.
No femme fatale.
I was actually telling him, I could wait for Trevor to come back, but I was talking to him. The original concept of this was I just wanted to get to know one or two people, just what they do, and have them promote something they're doing. And then it turned into kind of a game show, or something where we kind of don't even really talk, we just goof around with the people in the chat. And I kind of liked every now and then when I have a quiet one, where we just kind of have discussions like how we did about the video game violence. We didn't talk about The Wall though. We kind of talked over it.
With the wall. It's a good
Well,
outcome.
let's wait for him to come back. Cause I have another. It's not Wall related, kinda. Well, we
That's
have
so long ago.
we have a new candidate for the 2020 election.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
That's right.
New
The
or
burn.
new old?
Holy shit.
The burn.
That's
That's the Blade Runner version.
Oh, I'm not talking about her.
Is that
I'm
was the
sorry.
lead character from Blade Runner?
No, that's
That was Daryl Hannah's character.
no.
Oh, you're talking about the other one.
The other one, the dark-haired woman. Yeah.
Oh,
Okay, so you suck at doing social media. I understand. I mean,
you're talking about the replicant.
not the his side piece or whatever. His love
okay.
interest.
Let me look
yeah.
her up.
Yeah, I think I'm pretty sure one of them did stand up. I'm pretty sure it's a dark-haired woman tried to do stand-up comedy, and she just.
Wow.
What's your opinion on Amy Schumer?
I'm having less and less of an opinion as time goes on.
Gotcha.
For a while, I thought she was really funny, but then the internet seemed to hate her, and then I was becoming more neutral, and they were kind of turning me and making me not like her for no real reason. I just every once in a while, the internet will bandwagon on a person, and then it's you'll find yourself having negative feelings about that person.
Yeah.
For no reason. Previously, I liked that person, but then I heard so many negative opinions that it affected my own.
I like to say
So,
about
that's
Nickelback
changed.
especially, I'll be like, no one ever hated Nickelback. I think the internet told people to hate Nickelback.
Yeah.
No one gave a
it's
fuck
not
about Nickelback.
bad music. It's kind of
It's just
contrived to
it
use
just
a buzzword.
it just is what it is.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a lot of people blame them. They're like, well, they're only in it for pussy and money. Why else do you fucking start? Why else do you fucking start a band?
Well,
Oh boy, here we go.
creativity, expressing yourself. Fostering community.
Nick, Vicky Burgoyne says she's kind of gross.
He should
I'll-
he should have said that kind of band.
I'll tell you,
Stadium Cock Rock.
cock rock. Yes, dude, like White Snake.
Steel Panther.
Steel Panther.
Do you
I
know
know
them?
Yes, I do.
Wow.
Oops, sorry.
Steel Panther.
Look them up, dude. Just do image search
Hold
on
on.
Steel Panther.
Hold on.
Turn the safe search on though,
I'm-
because you might find something you don't want to see.
I'm
My grandmother is in here.
The
so.
girl I'm looking up the girl that you are talking about for Blade Runner real quick, so we can confirm.
Yeah, Vicky says she's kind of gross. I agree with that. Dude, 2009-ish Amy Schumer, hot.
I figured that was the Amy.
Hot. But
Yeah.
like as a superficial male, she's kind of gross now. But she's also gross acting. I watch a lot of Joe Rogan and like his circle of comedy friends.
What was I looking up before?
The
Steel Panther?
Steel Panther, yeah. And she apparently like there's a kid who had been working at the Comedy Store for like years being a door guy, and they finally were making him an opener. Like it was this big break. He's 2 minutes into a 10-minute set, and she's like, bump him. He's like, no, he's been waiting for this for like a year. And reportedly she said, do you know who I fucking am? Because she wanted to work her SNL monologue the night before it came on. She wanted to test it out. And, like, the rumor goes, she's like, I'm fucking Amy Schumer. Bump him. And I guess, like, they gave him the light, like, get off the stage. And he just was like, oh, sorry. And just, like, put the mic. And he, like, got really sad. And I guess he hasn't been back.
Oh, no.
Yeah, like, they could have ruined a potential career because some fat lady was just wanted to go up there and be like, I'm better than you. I'm doing my shit. So
Yeah.
Isn't that kind of just
That's
how her whole
terrible.
attitude is, though?
yeah,
I do what I want.
Yeah, because I'm me. Because I'm me. I was born this way. Well, she made that. There's a rumor also that the Netflix used to have star ratings. Remember those?
Oh yeah.
There's a
I didn't know they didn't.
There's a rumor that it's thumbs up or down now.
Oh,
and
really?
It's suspiciously changed when Amy Schumer's new special came out and got a unanimous almost 0 stars. So it was planned for years. It was like her first. Yeah, that's her. I'm pretty sure I'm not sure what that black armband's about. We're gonna ignore that. That's
Megan States.
something.
Who's that now?
That's the woman
That he was talking about from
Blade Runner.
Blade Runner.
Yeah,
That-
and like
the
that's a little bit better of a picture than that. But like, if you can't find it,
It was just a quick
It's a
one.
main
It was the
character.
first one.
Sure.
It's one of the main. Besides Harrison Ford is the main character. Yeah, he's like a detective in 2019.
Yep.
A dystopian future. You should watch the movie. It's very
Dude,
good. If you like
it's
sci-fi,
considered-
it's
What I meant to
phenomenal.
mention.
It's considered the best sci-fi movie ever made.
Blade Runner.
And
Yes.
the sequel, 2049, is really good.
Mhm.
He doesn't like it that much, but it's one of my favorite movies of all time.
Remake?
No, it takes
It's a
place 30 years,
sequel.
35 years after, or it takes place like 30 or
It's a
40 years
sequel,
after
yeah.
the original. It's extremely good. It's very long if you like slow burns and like kind of like mysteries type stuff.
Mhm.
Oh, it's so good.
Dude, the first trailer that came out like 8 months before the movie, I still think I watch it sometimes. I'll get goosebumps from it, just because of like the stuff that they show, and all of a sudden like Harrison Ford comes out of the darkness and
Oh, dude, yeah.
he points the gun at Ryan Gosling, and then it cuts to black and it plays that synth from the 80s, but it's like all updated.
Yeah, man.
But
It's like 2 hours and
Dude,
45
Steel
minutes long. Do you know
Panther.
Denis Villeneuve at all?
No.
He made Sicario, Arrival, that one with what's her name?
Anne Hathaway.
Nope.
Nope.
The redheaded one. Who plays Lois Lane.
Yeah, I don't know
But
her name either.
Arrival is basically about when aliens like land here on Earth. They're just in like these big like obelisk things, and they're trying to figure out all the different countries are like racing to communicate with them before anyone else does. So like figure out what's going on. They bring in this like linguist, like college professor, and she ends up figuring out how to communicate with them. It's really good. He
it's
also made like Sicario and some other.
He made the darkest movie I've ever seen. He
Yeah.
made Incendies, which I will not tell you about because it bothers me.
You guys ever see Dune? It's like a
I know about it.
yeah. Denis Villeneuve is now doing like a remake of it. It's like is a passion project for him. $200 million thing.
Jesus Christ.
Passionate.
Yeah, I think they
It's a
just
heavy
cast like Jason
passion.
Momoa for it or something. I think.
Like he knows he's not getting the return on investment on that one.
Like
He
Blade Runner
might.
2049 lost.
Passion ones, I guess.
2049 was like $150-200 million movie and that lost money, but like that was just a. He said he wanted to do Dune so no one else fucks it up.
Yeah, Dune, that's got a weird sort of cult following ever since it
Yep.
was a book, right?
Yeah, and then but like, in the movie, I was reading about this. The movie came like when I was in the theater. The theaters would give people a sheet that said like this means this, like all the terms in the movie that like 'cause they just went right from the book and stuff like that, where they didn't explain a lot of stuff. They're like, oh, when they say this, it gives a short description of what these different words were.
Yeah.
It's pretty cool. Like
Isn't like Clockwork Orange like that or something?
I think so too.
Like a lot of.
Well, it's all Cockney. Whoops.
No,
It's all Cockney.
it's
like
not hard
it's
enough for us to understand.
yeah. So they had to like give out a list of terms to like understand like. There's like 19 different words for balls or something in the movie.
The old in and out or something.
I gave her the old in out, and she was unconscious. Yeah,
Right.
dude. I fucking love Alex McDowell. Or no, Alex DeLarge is the main character. Malcolm McDowell. That's the actor's name.
Yep.
You ever played Fallout 3, the game?
All right, BJ.
Damn it.
We have a buddy who, whenever he talks with us, he just mentions Fallout.
Right,
He tries to work it in. Yeah.
He's permanently banned from the podcast, but he did call in last
Actual
week.
plot.
No, he's our partner actually. So like he'll be
It's
on
just a
again.
meme for the. It's a meme.
It's our own meme, yeah. So Steel Panther, yeah, that came up.
Yeah.
Fuck, dude. My friend was like, listen to some of their songs. I got through like half a song, like I can't do it. I have nothing against it. It was just too much. It was so on the nose.
It's really, really its thing.
Like they know what they want to be and they're doing it.
Fuck all night, and
Yeah,
party
yeah,
all
yeah.
day.
Well, I mean,
Is it like
dude,
Kiss
White-
meets Poison, basically?
Oh
Like,
God, with more dirty
Yeah.
lyrics. Yeah, it's like rap lyrics, but put to
rock,
like
yeah.
80s glam metal, dude. Whitesnake's greatest hits album is called "Slide It In."
Oh,
Yeah, it was like 80.
And you absolutely have like some parents out there like, oh, this new rap music, it's so dirty and defiled. And even like before the 80s, like into the 50s, you had a lot of like innuendos. There was still very much the topic there.
Yeah, exactly.
They just
Like,
didn't say it.
Dude,
They
when
just-
yeah.
people
Just don't
realize
like the
that
youth,
sells.
Yeah.
Whitesnake's
Like when your parents say, "Don't listen to this," that's when it sells.
Yeah.
That's when you want to listen to it.
Whitesnake "Slide It In" is the sixth studio album, 1984.
Like I'm
It's
still
certified
like taken
double
aback right
platinum.
now. Like that's
Really?
whoa, that's pretty brash.
10 million?
Was that
But it's-
was that amongst their most
New.
famous albums?
I'm pretty sure.
I don't
Sorry.
know.
Usually
I
all
don't know
those
what's Whitesnake.
a lot of those 80s bands, their like greatest hits are usually huge sellers just because it's an easy way to
Oh
get
yeah,
all
you
their big
said
songs.
greatest hits, that's right.
Yeah.
It was the first album in Geffen Records, so it was the first album they released, recorded in the U.S., and was remixed. Because of this, 2 editions of the album exist with its own unique qualities. It was their 4th top 10 album in the UK, peaking at number 9. In 1988, the album re-entered the U.S. charts due to the success of the self-titled album, Whitesnake. It is certified double platinum. And it was the final Whitesnake recording to use the band's original Snake logo, and they eventually sold over 4 million records. Goddamn, it's a lot of songs about dick.
You know what always kind of like is intriguing to me, the comparison of streaming to record sales. I think it's like 1,000 streams equal 1 album sale or something like
I
that.
doubt even that.
Holy shit.
You're seriously more?
More, I think it'd be closer to like 10,000.
Yeah, 10,000 streams equal like 1 album sale.
I've heard like generally a correlation is like 1,000 views to $1.
Well, there's an actual one they use like for
If that was
See,
1,000 views to $1,
Grammys.
that would be like 10,000 to an album, basically. Because albums are typically like $9.99 or whatever.
sure.
Yeah,
today's market.
Did you guys hear about what Pharrell made for Happy? How the number of streams converted to dollars? If you could look that up, I think he made less than 20 grand just for that album.
That's insane.
And it's been streamed over like 1 trillion
It's
or billion
constantly
times.
streamed. I bet since it came out,
the
it's,
song Happy by
someone
Pharrell.
somewhere on
Yeah.
Earth, I bet, is streaming that
But
right now.
this is of course
It's just
like,
never stopped.
direct, streaming revenue. I'm sure that like radio play.
Yeah,
has-
because you
has a
get
separate.
royalty from that. You get royalties from
Yeah.
just general sales. That's just streaming. That's
Radio
not
is-
like sales on iTunes and Amazon. and
Radio is so
Apple.
much less than it used to be, though.
Yeah,
Radio? Oh, yeah, I'm sure.
sure.
It's so much less
It is
money
majority
in
streaming.
radio, I'm assuming.
No, you're right, but like, it's a wide varied. Like,
Plus, like, think about Happy. How many commercials or
Revenue.
movies has that probably been?
Mhm.
I
That's a lot
knew
of money,
that was
too.
going to happen, too.
Yeah. Like,
Mhm.
fuck
Oh yeah,
They
the second you
like the best.
heard it, I remember listening to Katy Perry's album, the one with California, basically the one with all the hits on it, and I remember saying to my girlfriend in like 2009, I'm like, it was California Girls hadn't even hit the radio. I'm like, this is gonna be a huge hit. I guarantee it. She's like, whatever, bitch.
Which one?
California Girls.
Oh, yeah.
And it was before it hit the radio, and I'm like, I guarantee you this is gonna be a hit.
That's a banger, dude. With fucking Snoop Dogg on the track.
All right, check this out. I found the crazy I found the crazy statistic of the day.
The cupcakes.
Fuck yeah.
Is that the one?
So creaming all over everybody.
With the whipped cream?
Fuck yeah.
Wow, that was.
That's a
We're talking
buttercream
about like on the
going.
nose kind of music. Yeah.
Yeah.
What else? What else would you?
Milk here. Shit.
How can you be more brash about it without like literally
Well,
exposing yourself?
she's got big boobs, dude. She knows it, and she fucking works it. She's weird now.
I haven't seen much from her.
So,
Yeah, it's kind of strange to have a 30-something-year-old woman, and her thing is still like lollipops and.
oh yeah,
She's
that
different
is
now.
kinda
She's
weird.
in fucking business suits and short hair.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's got.
She's got a little-
Well, I saw her on one of the new shows, like American Idol or whatever she was doing,
Yeah.
and a lady came on there and she got out there and was kind of like starting to dance with her, and I saw the dance move she was doing, and I could tell like her knees weren't the same as, you know. She's
Yeah.
like dancing, she's like, oh, kind of had to like watch the way she used her knees.
Like,
yeah.
yep, I'm old now.
I see that.
How old is she? Like 35? Sorry, to do the streaming statistics first.
All right, so the Happy by Pharrell Williams had 43 million Pandora streams.
That's it.
How much do we want to guess he made?
Pandora streams?
20 grand.
Okay.
I guess I would. Oh yeah, I'd guess somewhere around there.
It was what, 40 million streams?
43
It's
million
like,
Pandora
if we were to
streams.
use my equation, it'd be 40,000.
Oh man, I think it's like, let's say 10,000.
20, 40, 10.
$2,700.
So I was closest then.
Close
No.
without going
I
over.
said 20, I said 10,000.
Yeah.
What? Oh, sorry. Yeah,
Yeah,
sorry.
yeah.
My bad. $27,000.
We all
That's
$2,700.
Oh, wow, you were way closer. I'm sorry. I thought it was 27,000. Holy shit.
Because I knew it's
2,700.
fractions of a penny.
Oh
It's-
my
it's-
Well,
god.
that's just Pandora. Like,
Yeah,
I think of
one
how much did he get paid
Pandora's
for? If he, how much did he get paid for Spotify,
Because like
Amazon,
Pandora,
Stripe,
is-
Apple?
you don't
That's why, like, people like
Pandora
just need
gives you the
accountants
music
for-
generally. You pick a channel. It's not like you specifically choose the song that you want.
For Pandora, you type in
I'm not
like
sure
a
you
song or
can.
an artist. It
And
gives
it's
you
a
that one that
channel.
you choose once, and then it's a channel.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's I'm assuming.
Whereas Spotify,
advertisers have
on
less.
Spotify, you can make a playlist and
They're gonna-
so on
I
and so
don't use
forth.
Spotify.
Oh, it's so
Yes.
good, dude.
I don't either.
I use it at work.
I don't either. I use
I-
Pandora,
I-
and I'm fine with the
I have
ads.
Spotify Premium, which is the $10 one.
Yeah.
No ads.
I
Oh,
use.
jeez.
It's amazing
I don't pay
because
for that
A,
shit.
I have unlimited data, so I don't have to have any shit on my
Usually
phone.
on
I can
this-
literally look up anything that I want whenever I want. They have podcasts on there. They have all sorts of shit on
I
there.
use,
Usually I just-
I use
Go ahead.
YouTube.
You
That's
need
what I
to-
used to use.
I don't
at
know.
my-
use YouTube.
Well, I use.
I find that to be very convenient.
It's
And
really
it's just like the thing
convenient.
I'm
But
most familiar with.
Spotify
I think.
need
also
to
will
use
do the
anything
thing where
else.
if you look up an album and then let it run, it'll start doing related stuff afterwards. It's
YouTube
really
does
nice.
that now.
That's good.
But
Oh,
YouTube
yeah.
generally
Oh, yeah.
brings
Autoplay.
more of like, instead of suggested stuff, it brings like your old stuff back in.
Yeah.
So it doesn't bring you new
I
stuff
like
as
that.
Yeah.
I like that. Like it'll do recommended stuff similar. Like I was listening to Breaking Benjamin one day and it brought up this band called Crossfaith, not Crossfade from like the early 2000s, Crossfaith, and it was like this Korean, is either like Korean or Japanese, like heavy metal band that
Baby
spoke
metal?
English. No,
Baby
no, not baby
metal.
metal. And I got into them like, oh shit, this is good. And I saw them at Warped Tour, and they only had like 100 people watch them at the time. And they have like, they mix in like noises from like Transformers and shit into their music. I was like,
That's
God,
so
this is all,
Korean.
it's so good, dude. It's so fun. But Katy Perry's 34?
Yep. 34.
Damn. Damn, she's up there. Miley Cyrus only 26.
As far as the entertainment industry, yeah, I mean, it's kind of over the hump, I guess. Which, like,
Yeah, for her.
Elton John, I think, was a very late start in his career. You know, there's examples of late starters, but like, she's definitely one of the pop stars.
Well, she
It's
like she just needs to start shifting the type of music so she's not
Exactly.
doesn't have to move around so much on
Yeah.
stage.
right.
So
Taylor
let's
Bring more
focus
sharks
on-
to take off the
Sharks.
heel on you.
I
Taylor Swift did
I
her
heard
right,
about
dude. She made music where she can just sit down. She'll bring out a fucking wooden stool and play at in front of stadiums. She doesn't have to stand up. Hour and a half of just
needs.
Ed Sheeran.
This.
Ed Sheeran kind of.
Yeah.
I don't
Sheeran
listen to him
does
too
that
much,
too, yeah.
but that's incredible. He's an incredible phenomenon. That like a solo artist with a guitar playing it for 40,000 plus people. I mean, you have like the Carters now. I think they call themselves the Carters. Jay-Z and Beyonce.
Oh, yep.
They have the duo thing now, and they're selling out arenas all over the world. But I mean, it's a very produced thing.
Oh, yeah.
Ed Sheeran's out
Backing
there,
tracks and
just
everything.
Dude with the
I
guitar.
say that's just 2 mics, bro.
That's incredible.
Like he
Yeah.
doesn't have a band that plays with him or anything.
and he's not the
I'm sure
best.
sometimes,
But
a lot of
like
his
he's got to
tours-
have like some like drums or bass or something maybe.
Yeah, he does. I guess I haven't explored it too much,
Can
but
you
I
just-
think he does a lot of looping.
can you
stuff.
just-
Oh, that's actually cool. I respect that a
Can you
lot.
just look it up like Ed Sheeran live in concert and then do image search and see what he's got on
Sure.
stage with him?
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Well, I'm sure we'll see a backline of the
It's-
other acts, but we'll see.
Yeah, it's generally like pretty much solo act, and he's selling out some of the biggest, of anyone.
Yeah,
of any
he's.
artist.
I think tickets for him are like $150.
Mhm.
They're hard to come by.
Easy. People
Yeah.
are selling them out. It's pretty wild.
He's got a good story too. Like he just started busking.
Yeah.
I think I heard he moved to New York City from England with just his guitar.
Oh,
What was that term?
Jesus.
Busking?
Yeah,
What?
the street corner performance.
Oh, okay, that's what that's called. Gotcha.
Jesus, dude.
What?
Learn a new word and you're knocking shit over.
Yeah, it's
Knowledge.
just,
Yeah.
just trying to keep this up here. And whatever. It's not working.
Busking is pretty strange stuff, like, because there's kind of an expectation that you draw people in, right? People are passing by, and it's, are they going to stop and listen, or are they just going to keep walking,
We're gonna stop and heckle.
Don't you just kind of
Or
want them
stop
to?
and
Don't you
heckle,
kind of
yeah.
just want to serenade the crowd and let them drop a couple of dollars in your hat or whatever? In your
Absolutely.
case, like
You guys have busted
This-
before, right? Obviously.
Quite a bit.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
That's,
we do that in
that's-
Madison usually.
That's just around
Yeah.
our area actually, just in like the Fox Valley.
Oh, right on.
Yeah, like farmers markets.
Oh
is
yeah,
where we've
I always
done a
forget
lot.
about
And,
that.
Like
Like that's probably the
different
best place.
events around, like wine walks and arts festivals.
The city of Fond du Lac hires us. Like,
Yeah.
we get checks from the city of Fond du Lac to play on a street corner.
Oh, right
Really?
on.
Whereas, normally busking is you just go sit on the street corner.
We've done both
Get
though.
tips.
We've done quite a bit of both. Like
Yeah.
when we were first really doing it a lot, we wouldn't get paid. We just put out our case.
Right. Yeah, we've done both. But even, yeah, I mean, the city of Fond du Lac is definitely, it encourages it, which is pretty cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. At least they're not like shutting you down. Like get the fuck out of here.
Yeah.
It's a nuisance.
No, that's,
From
Fond du
this,
Lac's been really good to us actually.
That's good.
From this Ed Sheeran like picture, it looks like it's just him. He's got some floor monitors. He's just standing there with an acoustic guitar. There's nothing, no backline behind him or anything. Looks like there's a keyboard off to the side.
Which he probably jumps on.
Yeah,
And
and
that's-
that
and
looks that literally looks like the only other thing on the stage with him. So yeah, it looks like just him and his. He has like a big pedal board, like you said, that he does all the loops and cool
Yeah,
stuff.
very
like
much
that
so.
on.
Like, I saw Kurt Vile, the Violators, and he was bringing out a different guitar every single song. he had a tech guy come up with a different
That's
guitar
awesome.
plug in. And my thing, which I think his reasoning was, is his playing style was so similar that like the only thing that differentiated song to song was the new guitar sound. And his playing style was
Let's get that different
pretty similar.
tone in there so it doesn't all sound the same.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
Absolutely, it's a good show. At the Sylvie.
Did you?
Oh, dude, I went to a show at the Sylvie. That place is great.
It's cool. Like
I haven't
they
seen
got
the
it
inside
down.
yet.
They've got the whole parking ramps right there, right onto the highway. Like that venue's gonna stick around.
Yeah, that venue
I've heard
is phenomenal.
I've heard a lot of backlash too from the people who live in Madison,
Yeah, it's
like the Majestic and the Orpheum.
of course it's taking away from the long time favorite.
Maybe those places should just be better.
Nice,
Definitely, I
nice,
think it
nice.
has like
Like clean up a little bit, maybe.
It's
It's
smaller
good.
too.
yeah.
We have it's 8:50 right now. Would you like? We could do two things. You brought your mandolin.
Mhm.
You can play that if you want, or we could talk about one more thing really quick. Maybe.
If we want, yeah, I think he's got his bass too.
My bass is in the car.
Do like a quick
It's
song.
not. It's not like a plug-in thing, is it?
No,
Or-
no. All acoustic.
Hey, you got the upright,
It's
right?
all. It's all up to you, man. Because I thought you were gonna come in with like an electric band and like
No.
thrash around in here. So like,
No, so we've got acoustic
um,
instruments. So
if
we
you
can be-
want to, yeah, if you want to play something, I'm very okay with
We'd
that
love
because
to.
it's like It's like 9:30. This room is pretty protected, and I've never had a noise complaint, so I think one wouldn't kill
That's
me.
what-
I bet you we won't even hear.
That's what
anything.
I've been saying. I think if we keep it under 10 minutes, they're not going to.
Oh, it'll be fine.
We're
Oh,
not going to get a
dude.
noise complaint.
No.
Yeah.
Plus, like you said,
5
that wall
minutes
is like
you get
outside.
This
Knock
whole
on
thing
the
is
floor.
air.
Yeah.
This whole thing is air. The nearest wall to my neighbor is my bedroom wall, and that's through 3 walls.
It'll be fine.
Nobody,
Nothing that
Below
way.
you?
So
There's nothing that way.
nobody below
That's exit. That's the exit.
Oh, then,
to
yeah,
my
you're
house.
fine.
Well, there's people
Anyways.
below me, but like it's
we'll
not
get
that late.
we'll get that neighbor a fruit basket to make up for this. I think we'll be good.
Yeah, like I said, I've never had a
Scurvy.
complaint,
Cool.
so don't
Yeah.
get scurvy like
So
me.
Yeah, this would be great. You want to go grab the bass?
you? Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool.
Give me like
Um,
15 minutes.
Yeah, and we'll definitely we'd love to play one for you. We don't even know what we're gonna play yet. I think. But
No.
we'll
Just as
we'll
long
pick
as he's out of here by 9:15.
Yeah. If we
Yeah,
want,
right
we
around
could
there.
play
The roads are good, so I can speed home.
If we want, I guess we could play the video.
You want a chance?
Oh yeah, I can play the video while you
Flat
guys if you
tire.
want.
Play the video, and then we'll do a live one. And
All right, so here's a recording of a video that Northsoul did. Where was that at?
it was in Waupun. It was a wine and chocolate event.
Oh, awesome.
It was a
Oh,
fundraiser
fancy.
for St. Agnes.
All right, well here you go.
There's lead inside my bones. I can't sleep, and I still feel alone as when you were next to me.
As when you were next to me,
There's an aching in my feet.
down the road and up the creek.
Sun don't wanna shine this week,
This might be my last decree.
and it all comes back to me. It'll do to you what it did to me, and I'm losing sleep. There's a uke hanging on my wall,
back, and we back, and we back, and we back.
Back with instruments. Who saw this Kayla Tucker girl here?
Okay, that's okay. She's a friend.
Who is that?
She followed me, so I'm assuming it's related to one of you guys.
Yeah, she's a good friend.
Jesus. I am a little nervous, I'll be honest.
Close that door behind you, bud. Just to give a little extra padding.
Yeah.
It'll be quick.
Okay. This is the Northsoul duo, is that it?
Yeah, Northsoul.
All right. Whenever you guys are ready, take it away.
In tune?
Call it.
In tune?
I know I can't take one more step towards you. 'Cause all that's waiting is regret. No, I'm not your ghost anymore. Lost the love that I love the most. I learned to live half a life. Now you want me one more time. Who do you think you are? Running around leaving scars, collecting your jar of hearts, tearing love apart. You're gonna catch a cold from the ice inside your soul. So don't come back for me. Who do you think you are? Know you're asking all around if I am anywhere to be found. I have grown too strong to ever fall back in your arms. Learn to live half a life. Now you want me one more time. Who do you think you are? Running around leaving scars, collecting your jar of hearts, tearing love apart. You're gonna catch a cold from the ice inside your soul. So don't come back for me. Who do you think you are? It took some time just to feel alright. Remember how to put back the light in my eyes. I wish I had missed the first time that we kissed, 'cause you broke all your promises, and now you're back. You don't get to get me back. Who do you think you are? Running around leaving scars, collecting your jar of hearts, tearing love apart. You're gonna catch a cold from the ice inside your soul. So don't come back for me. Who do you think you are? Who do you think you are? Running around leaving scars, collecting your jar of hearts, you're tearing love apart. You're gonna catch a cold from the ice inside your soul. So don't come back for me. Don't come back at all. Who do you think you are? Who do you think you are? Who do you think you are? Who do you think you are?
Woo!
Yeah.
What do you think for Northsoul?
Fuck yeah.
Dude, yeah, I caught it right before you said that too. But that's awesome, dudes. Really, like there's a bit of a delay on this, but like that, who cares? That was so awesome. Oh my gosh, I'm getting a little emotional.
It's like one of my favorite pop songs of all time,
filmed
too.
that
It's
if
really
that's
good.
okay. I filmed that. That's okay. I'll send that to you guys like as soon as we're done here. Wow. Yeah. So what do we do about this then? Like, it's pretty behind.
Yeah.
Okay. He just started. You guys are the real deal from Chris Coons. Yeah.
Thanks, Chris.
Wow. It's a little bit delayed. I don't know how it's gonna look on the final product, but this is gonna go on. This is going on YouTube tomorrow. Like, it'll be up. I'm gonna say around like 10, 11 a.m. Cause like yeah. Oh, now we're getting some double digits here, but as soon as like it goes on YouTube, I'll send it to both you guys, and I can just send you guys that as soon as we're done. I don't know the quality that's gonna record in, but that was seriously awesome, and I'm pretty sure as soon as the second you put it down, I think they were like right about to come up and be like, "What the hell?" But I think right as you stopped, they were like, "Nah," like they pulled it back.
And we'll cut.
Yeah, but that was awesome. Like for those 3 minutes, that was like perfect. And like I think they probably heard something, but I don't think it's complaint.
I'm sure they got.
It's 9 o'clock.
They got vibrated for 5 minutes. Like who gives a shit?
Yeah,
Like,
they're not gonna have anything else. Like, good podcast. Thank you. Thanks, Brody. Yeah, I met him on Rocket League again. Yeah, when you guys were like gone out, I was gonna bring up how Bernie Sanders is running again for 2020, but maybe we shouldn't talk about that.
That wall, though.
Depends. He might
The
have
wall!
Who knows?
What's that?
I mean, depending upon his opponents.
It's still very early, but he's put his hat in the ring, and hopefully people vote this time.
As he has the last how many elections?
Right. There's a lot of Democratic candidates that they got to search
Didn't
through.
some woman just found out she's running too?
It's like 20.
Oh Jesus!
No, it's not that many.
It'll
It's
whittle
like,
down.
It's
as
like
it
12 or
years
Is
13.
go on.
Ocasio-Cortez running?
It's the
No,
generation.
for president.
She's too young, actually.
No,
She's not
she-
35.
Oh.
She also is like
Interesting.
just got to her position, so I feel like she'd
Yeah.
want to at least work that for a while.
She's already.
I just heard so much.
Buzz.
She's making a lot of waves
Mhm.
as a freshman.
Yeah,
for
that's
sure.
what I would call her. That's probably the nicest thing.
Making enemies.
Yeah.
That's good.
But that you,
Didn't your
yeah, I
voice
was gonna
hurt?
say you don't get anywhere without making a few enemies. Like if you're not getting yelled at or attacked, you're not doing your job.
You need people
Especially
to
in
hear your
Washington.
voice, and
Haters-
they're not going
haters
to play
make
your
famous.
voice if you're saying just the standard,
Yeah.
standard cut of the mill thing.
Yeah. Like you're not gonna be remembered for doing cookie cutter stuff.
And the news is not going to pick you up if you're just saying boring vanilla things.
Yeah. Every week I see something.
Trump has taught us, for sure.
You think he's just getting? He probably isn't gonna do anything. He's probably just bored. He's like, well, this isn't as fun as I thought it would be.
I'm pretty sure he said that when he initially got in. He's like, this is a lot of hard work.
There's a
Have you seen that?
Yeah.
Have you seen the itinerary where it's like executive time every other hour?
what?
Have you seen the itinerary that got leaked where it's like he has executive time like every other hour where it's like he just gets to watch TV and do whatever he
And
wants?
eat some
He
McDonald's.
works like
dude.
2 or 3 hours or 4 hours a day at
Yeah,
the most.
he just eats his
That's
McDonald's and
Yeah.
Yeah, and he like drinks like 6 Diet Cokes a day or something. Is that it? I'm probably like younger
declares a
than-
national emergency, goes golfing.
yeah.
Well, I heard a rumor that he's probably not gonna run again. He's like,
Was
he's
he-
73.
He's old.
Yeah, dude.
And people complain about Bernie
You
being
got like
old.
5 good summers left. Just hang it up.
And he's hiding his age behind the orange, and so like
Yeah,
The spray
that's
tan,
not-
yeah.
older than he looks.
The
That's not
Photoshop where they
natural.
took like the stuff around his eyes and just put it on his whole face.
Yeah.
So how white he actually, how pale he is.
Scary.
Yeah. That's
I've seen that picture.
Looks like Palpatine.
Oh, like just attack Palpatine where he just gets the wrinkles.
Yeah.
Yeah. I am the Senate. I think that's a good spot to cut it. Actually, I've asked all the things I want to talk about, and that was.
Do you guys have anything you guys want to touch on at all?
Yeah,
Last-
promote anything you want. Talk about anything you want
Yeah.
about your guys' stuff.
We don't have like too much coming up immediately, but we'll definitely plug some stuff.
There's a couple that we should mention though.
Yeah.
Like specifically April 3rd.
I think especially too, we're on Facebook, and that's kind of where we're keeping up to date. So if you go to the Northsoul, at Northsoul WI for Wisconsin, you can find it. And the Northsoul Facebook page is going to have up to date events and whatnot.
Yeah.
But what we got so far, yeah, April 3rd in Madison.
April 3rd. March 7th. This is in no particular, clearly not chronological order. March 7th in Madison, we're playing with Old Oaks. A good friends band, very good friend. Some private stuff. In Fond du Lac, March 16th, Patty's at Patty's.
And this is the new pizza place that just opened?
Yeah, Patty's North in Fond du Lac. It's the old Pizzaville.
Okay, what was the date again?
March 16th.
I'm going to put that in my calendar right
Where's
now.
the best place to eat in Fond du Lac?
Pizzaville was? It was a pretty good buffet.
What time are you guys playing?
9.
9 p.m.?
Okay.
Yeah, 9 p.m. for that one.
Okay. I'm setting that right now.
April 3rd is probably the one we're very excited for.
Yeah, that's the one. That's probably going to be our biggest show yet.
At the High Noon Saloon.
Yeah,
Oh, dude,
in Madison.
High Noon's great. I played there a lot with my metal band.
Yeah.
Yeah?
5 or
Great
6 years
venue.
ago, yeah.
So we got that
That place
one.
always
have you
wanted
played there
to.
yet?
No.
No.
Fucking
And-
awesome.
And this-
It's
It's my
this
favorite
summer-
stage I've ever played on, and I played
I
at
knew.
like the Rave and some other I
Wow.
played multiple stages at the Rave and a couple other places in Madison, and High Noon is the best place.
Wow.
It's awesome. It's a little smaller, but man, they got like a balcony in the back that you can go up and hang out on, and it's just the stage is sweet, not too big, not too small. I love that. I just love that venue.
It was great. We're excited. So that'll be our first time there.
Yeah, and we're playing with Reina Del Cid, which is Trevor's sister's band, so to
Out
speak.
of Minneapolis, yeah.
Yeah, really, really talented band.
Yeah, it should be a good fit. I think the two bands together would be a pretty good fit.
Hell yeah.
And then this summer we have a lot. We'll be in Elkhart Lake a lot.
Mm-hmm.
Elkhart Lake for
Mhm.
the Tiki Bar.
Tiki Bar, Vicville.
A
Yeah.
couple different things.
I'll definitely come out. I'm coming out to see you guys for sure in Fond du Lac. Like, I just
Yeah.
put that in my calendar.
Buttermilk.
And at the end of the summer, yeah, this is kind of cool too. We're getting a spot at the end of the concert series at Buttermilk in Fond du Lac.
Oh hell yeah.
They have like the Fond du Lac series where they have free concerts in the park,
Yeah, every Monday.
and so that's something we've both gone to see like since we were little kids, and now we're
I was in the Reporter one time. A picture dancing as a kid. Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, nice, man.
Yeah. This is some Fondy stuff.
And we're going to go to that because we work third shift and it'll be done time.
Yeah.
So we're definitely
Oh yeah.
we're going. Fucking going.
That isn't till August.
We're still
End
going.
of but August 26th, put in your calendar anyways.
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm making
In
sure.
Fond du
right
Lac. We're playing the Wine Walk, June
Oh,
21st at Annie's.
We had Annie's Cafe.
June 15th, we're playing North Fondy Fest.
now. I have a question. Is there a place where I can find this, all your dates on Facebook? Is that on there?
Yeah.
You should. Yeah, you should at this point, but we don't have them all in. So
Son of a
you
bitch.
wouldn't find it quite yet.
Well,
that'll be your place to follow for sure.
Yeah, but Facebook is where we're going to put everything and organize it in a way that you can actually keep track of
North
what's going
Soul
on.
on Facebook.
Yeah,
Mhm.
Northsoul. You
Yep.
might have to do Northsoul WI.
I found it.
Okay.
Boom.
Did you just type in Northsoul?
Yes, and then
Cool.
it was Trevor Northsoul's photos, and then Northsoul just in general, and then that was the thing I clicked on. Your name comes up, and then what?
I don't know.
Oh,
just that he comes up first.
but yeah,
Wait.
Never.
yeah. There's upcoming events: Old Oaks and Northsoul at Thursday, March 7th, Wednesday, April 3rd at 9 p.m. with Reina Del Cid at High Noon Saloon, and that's
Yeah.
it.
So that'll be the spot. That'll be where you find what we got coming up mostly.
Mm-hmm.
That's awesome.
That's
Things-
what we-
Yeah. So
Things are good.
past events. Yeah, yeah. It says there's upcoming events March 7th and April 3rd.
Yeah.
So
There's some
There's a
other stuff
couple
that
of
we haven't
dates.
put on there.
yeah, I was gonna say a couple of dates that you mentioned that aren't on there yet.
Mhm.
Yeah, I put that one for the pizza place in my phone on my calendar so I won't miss it. But like, I'm sure you guys will put it all on Facebook eventually.
We're getting the
to-
hang of social media.
Yeah, well, you guys got 450 some people who follow you, so like you're doing something right, you know.
Yeah.
So, I say the more that like you put it on there, this like the more people that can see it and check it out, and it'll remind them too. You know, like if I didn't put it on my calendar, I would probably forgot. Unless you might remind me, like, hey Mitch.
Yeah, that's what
remember,
it's for. That's what social media's there for.
Get the dates out, you guys. You guys are going to make it.
Oh, thanks, Chris.
Hell yeah, dude.
Shout out, Chris. That's Chris's brother, or Shane's brother, I believe. Shout out
Yeah,
Shane.
me and Chris played tennis way back.
Thank you,
God,
thank
tennis.
you, Chris,
Yeah.
Anthony, Kayla, all the.
Almost
All the
puked playing tennis
commenters.
once. I played I haven't moved in like years, and then I'm like, I'll fucking play tennis. Hell yeah. I'm like, just barely clearing the light. It's like, it's a pretty physical sport.
Yeah,
Played a little bit in high
for
school,
sure.
but
Travis
that
will
was
take
back.
you out for sure.
Probably,
Played a lot of
dude.
tennis.
Yeah. You can like spike aces and all that crap. Oh my
He's a
god.
silent
I mean, on
assassin.
you. And I'm
Yeah,
myself as well.
yeah. Silent assassin. Is there anything else you guys want to plug or like talk about or throw it out there, throw your hat in the ring?
I think we touched base.
Yeah.
Hmm?
Oh yeah, good times go to Vegas. Hell yeah, dude, busk in Vegas. On the strip where it's 120.
Yeah.
Anything else you want to talk about, Caleb?
I'm good, man.
All right. Well, anyways, yeah, it was camera. All right. Thank you for watching. Thanks for appreciating the art. And I just want to thank you guys for being on here. Really appreciate it. Trevor,
Thanks for having us.
Travis, thanks for performing. Really appreciate it. And the guy behind the scenes, the guy behind the guy.
Not in that way.
Yep. Not in that way. Definitely not in that
Nothing
way.
wrong with that.
But the first time behind the camera actually being shown, and I'm glad you're getting the recognition you deserve. And yeah, we're out. We don't have a guest booked for next week. We're still looking for somebody. We're gonna do it. We just got to find a guest. We've got one next week,
You
but
might
next
see
week
Northsoul
we
next
are
week.
Yeah. South Soul.
we
Northsoul part
we are
two.
looking for somebody. So if you guys want, someone wants to come on, let me know. And that's it.
Hit us up.
All right, that's it. All
Bye.
right, bye.